Alright, hello everybody. Hope the audio is clear. Hope the audio is good. I'm about to start streaming pretty darn soon here. I'm just more or less waiting for a few people to jump on so I can get this a-going. Alright, so how you guys all doing? Nico exists and Gabriel Devogel 6225. How are you all doing? Okay, let's see here. How else can I get more people watching the stream? Let's see. Okie dokie. So, I hope you guys are ready to start this because it's definitely been a long time since I've been able to talk properly. Let me just share it to my community page again, just in case. Okie dokie. Alright, got the good old Final Fantasy prelude music playing. Okay, is there more people that are jumping on here? Let me just see. Alright, so can everybody hear me pretty good? Just be sure to comment if you can hear me good. I'm about to get started, so that or something like Final Fantasy V with no attack inner items. Yeah, that's definitely not happening. Hey, Patty Murphy, how you doing, buddy? So we're gonna be starting a new game, and we're gonna stick with some of the classics. So pretty much, whenever you play the game, you have a choice of like 6 different classes with 4 different party members. So you got the fighter, the thief, the black belt, also known as the monk, the red mage, the white mage, and the black mage. So we're gonna start off with is this a black mage only run? Oh, you might have predicted it. So anyways, we're just gonna name our random fighter. So I'm just gonna go with the most shameless thing ever. So, sub. Unfortunately, the letters only max out on 4 letters, so please subscribe. I can't even say subscribe or cribe because it doesn't max out properly, so Grip. No! It doesn't work. It doesn't work. God damn you, character limits. And, actually, let me just go back. I'm gonna actually name this the White Mage, so, hold on. Oh, hype! Okay, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea, Nico Exists, yeah. I really don't know what the frick the hype button is, like, at all, but you know what? Yeah, okay, I'll do hype. Yeah, I'll do hype. And yeah, I'll name our our fighter character like. Because I don't know if I can actually reorganize this once they're all dead. Okay, so like, subs. I think I gotta re-enter the darn names again, darn it. Okay, so... let's see, subs. Hype. I think I gotta re-enter this all again, so hype. And as for the player protagonist of the entire run, we're gonna be utilizing... Wait. The Black Mage. So the Black Mage is the main protagonist of this run, and for reasons that you'll see very soon, we have to have the Black Mage in the 4th party slot in order to increase the chances of doing this run. So it's like a second like for small YouTubers to boost their videos in the algorithm, but I don't know if it works well or not. Nah, noted. I'm aware of what the hype thing is, it's just I don't know how it functions, honestly. So anyway, so we're gonna name our good old Black Mage Nitz. Short for Nitsa. So there we go. Here's my 3 friendly victims that are all gonna die, and the main protagonist of this entire run, Nitz. So Fighter, Thief, White Mage, and Black Mage. And here we go. The run can now officially begin. So for starters, we're gonna actually go to the town first. Or actually, before we go to the town first, we're going to actually go to the castle. So, Cornelia Castle, I think it's called. Now, I don't think we can enter any of the rooms that are around here until we get a key later in the game. So, I don't think there's any chests that we can actually unlock yet. So, anyway, Light Warriors, just as Lucan's prophecy, Garland has kidnapped the princess. Please help her. Wow, how brief. You didn't even tell me what the princess's name is. Yo, a Black Mage only run. Heck yes, it is. So anyways, now we know what the story is. We gotta rescue the princess. So this is like a Mario game, right? Where you gotta rescue the princess and save the day. And that's the end of the game, isn't that right? So yeah, when we start off, we only have 400 gil to work with, so currency in Final Fantasy is called gil. Yeah, here's our 3 friendly victims. So the Fighter, who has like the strongest vitality and strength. The Thief, who has the most amount of luck, but if you know how the luck stat works in this game, the Thief is like arguably the worst class in the entire game. I mean, I think the most that the Thief makes up for is his higher agility stat. And then the White Mage pretty much specializes in support skills. And if you want to see Princess Niarli, is there a certain guide that you are going to abide by, or going blind mostly? Well, I'm going to have some guides, but I'm going to go in somewhat blind, essentially. But yeah, the White Mage essentially specializes in like healing and buff skills and such, while occasionally being able to attack undead enemies. And our Black Mage, our main protagonist of the run, specializes in offensive magic spells, as shown by the intelligence stat. It's like 20, though don't let that be too exciting, because the intelligence stat is garbage in this game. And by garbage, I mean it's useless. It's literally just a number on your character stat screen and nothing else. Intelligence does not improve your magic, like, at all. And, yeah, that's actually one of the things that we gotta deal with, unfortunately. So first things first, we're gonna go to the armor shop, and we're gonna buy some stuff for our victims. So we're gonna buy the wooden staff for both Nitz and Hype. So we're gonna buy a wooden staff for Nitz and Hype. And then we're gonna buy a small sword for Like and Subs. Oh shit. Okay, then that's okay. That's okay. I can just trade off. Yeah, I can just trade and then put it in Subs slot. Okay, now the only one who's going to equip their weapon is Nitz, because, well, he's the playable protagonist. What version are we playing on? Original NES? Heck yes, we are. We are doing the original NES version. I know the later releases, like the Pixel Remaster, is like the arguably the better version to play Final Fantasy 1, but yeah. The only reason people use Thief is to get the ninja with haste and double strength. Thief is worthless, though, so it might be harder. I don't think anyone was subject to that level of masochism. Yeah, apparently the 3 hardest classes to do a solo run of is the White Mage, Black Mage, and the hardest to do is the Thief, for the fact that the Thief is not as strong as the Monk and is not as... doesn't have as much vitality as the fighter, so essentially you have like the worst outcome. And after looking at what's required for a solo Thief run, I'm like, nope. I remember Game Champ talking about how intelligence isn't even coded in the game to be checked by everything. Yeah. Is there a reason you're playing the original instead of Pixel Remaster? Well, honestly, authenticity, and honestly, it feels wrong to do the first Final Fantasy game if it's not the first Final Fantasy game. Alright, so now that we bought some weapons for our friendly victims, but we're not going to equip anything yet, we're going to get a cloth. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to say clothes, but we're going to get a cloth and equip this onto Nitz. Okay, so there we go. Now we're just gonna equip this onto Nitz. Now, unfortunately, you're not given the stats of what these armor and weapons do. You'll have to actually look that up online in order to know what these do. Thankfully, later releases will actually give you the details of how good their defense are or evasion and stuff like that. But yeah, the reason why I'm playing on the Pixel Remaster is because it just feels more OG to play it on Pixel Remaster. Okay, so now that we got a cloth for Nitz, a weapon for everyone unequipped, but we have the wooden staff equipped onto Nitz. The only thing that we need is at least one offensive, where are the magic shops? So yeah. Everything that we can buy in the White Magic Shop is completely worthless. So Cure, Harm, Fog, and Ruse. So obviously this is used to heal you, this is used to attack undead enemies, this is used to buff your defense, I think, and I forget what Ruse is. Yeah, every single white magic in the game is not going to be used in this run because the Black Mage, as indicated by the name, can only use black magic. So Nitz is going to just simply learn one of these spells for now because we have a limited amount of funds. So we're going to learn Fire at the very least. Now, out of all these skills, pretty much you can only learn 3 of them, and once you learn a spell, that is a permanent decision. You can't remove it, and you can't, you know, unequip it and relearn a different spell. I know in later releases like the Pixel Master, you can actually forget a spell and learn a different spell. In this game, you can't. Once you learn a spell, it's permanent. And the spells that you definitely want from the shop would be Fire, Lit, which is Thunder, or Sleep. Those are the 3 that you would want from the shop. Do not get the Lock spell. The Lock spell not only misses, but the upgraded variant of the Lock spell, like the purpose of the Lock spell is to decrease enemy evasion, but in actuality, it increases enemy evasion. So yeah, some of these spells are either broken or don't work, and that is something that I have to keep in mind throughout the entire run. So yeah, that's little fun stuff that you got to consider with like this old NES game. I mean, it's a great game, but there are stuff in this game that just straight up does not work. Yeah, these older games were really a pain, weren't they? Wonder how people played and finished these games blind with no outside help back then. Well, I mean, a lot of these games were pretty much relied on you taking your time with it, so yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, pretty much our 3 friendly victims is like, hype, and subs, and Nitz is our playable protagonist that we're going to be fighting as. And now, as for weapons, we equip like the cheapest possible weapon on everyone, but we don't have it equipped. We just have it in their item slot, and there is a reason for that. But we have the wooden staff equipped onto Nitz, so that way he can at least do some physical damage. I have thought of the possibility of doing a Black Mage magic only run, but yeah, that's not going to be possible, unfortunately. And then for magic, we got fire equipped onto the Black Mage. Just the one spell because we're limited on funds. And we also got the cloth on Nitz because that's the only defense armor that he can currently use. So now that we're set, we're going to save. So every time you save at an inn, so this not only restores your HP and magic points, but this also saves the game. And unfortunately, sleeping at an inn costs money. This is the cheapest place to do it, which is 30. Now, as you can see, we're down 240 gold, and we started off with 400. If we don't make back our own money by the time that we, need to save and all that, then we can potentially soft lock our save. So anyway, now that we have all the stuff that we have equipped, or not equipped in quotation marks, we're gonna see a terrible tragedy. We're gonna just run in the forest, play like little friends, fantasizing saving the world like Final Fantasy, and then suddenly, disaster happens. Monsters strike first. Oh, god damn it. Stop missing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there's going to be some RNG involved with this, so pretty much we can't, like, there's no dedicated guard or pass command, but what we can do instead is go down to item and essentially select the weapon that we bought for them. This will do absolutely nothing, by the way. This will do absolutely nothing, and instead it will just pretty much have them do nothing. The purpose of that is because some armor that you can get later in the game, or some armor and weapons that you can get later in the game have passive effects if you use them as an item. Now, the reason why we have the Black Mage in the 4th party slot is because this will decrease the chances of him getting hit, because apparently enemies target party members in higher slots. So in a normal run, it's usually ideal to have like your fighter at the top, because your fighter is your tank in the game. So as you can see, they're all using their weapons that we bought for them, but nothing happens, and it actually skips their turn trying. So now the goal is to essentially just use the item with everyone else to pass their turn, and then use Nitz to burn down 2 enemies, and then use his physical attacks to take down the rest. And we just gotta hope that we get a good RNG roll, and that all of my friends die, and Nitz is the only one alive. Now, the big problem with that is that Nitz is very squishy in this game. He is so squishy, he is easy to die, so even though I have him in the 4th party slot, which will increase the chances of him not getting hit, he still has a chance of getting hit, unfortunately. I believe enemies can attack corpses as well. Do I remember correctly? I think there are spells or something that can potentially target the corpses. Like, you can still buff your corpses even though they are dead. And the only 2 ways to revive them is through either white magic, or just dragging their corpses to a church, or clinic in this English version. Okay, so unfortunately we're out of magic to use, so we have to use physical damage with Nitz to finish the fight off. Now, we just gotta hope that we get good RNG and that the enemies do attack our friends, and goddamn, why are they attacking me? Why are they attacking me? Oh, this is bad RNG, guys. Bad RNG. Nothing happens. Yeah, this is not looking likely. I mean, we'll still go at it, and if our Black Mage falls, we can always reset. Ooh, critical hit. Nice job, Nitz. Now we just gotta have one enemy try to kill the rest of our friends without killing us. I mean, I could buy health potions, to increase the chances and just heal myself, but that's wasting potential money that I could potentially use for the inn. Oh boy. Yeah, this is definitely gonna take a while, guys. So either I reset if Nitz goes down, or by chance... Oh, shit! Or I accidentally win the battle with everyone standing. Okay, so that's a reset. Thankfully, we saved inside the inn. So there is a purpose of me saving inside the inn so we can re-roll the dice again. And yeah, unfortunately, we do have the best possible chances of actually... oh, this is even more enemies. This could be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll see. So we'll just obliterate 2 enemies with fire and stop attacking Nitz. Can you at least attack my other party members? Like, I swear to God, there is something in this game where they attack higher party members than lower party members. Okay. What's the challenge? Well, you can read the names and probably figure out yourself. Nothing happens. Yeah, we just equip sticks to our friendly victims, have them use it, and make themselves look like idiots. Are you going to grind to maximum RNG or get the max amount of points of stats or not? Actually, I have not brought that up yet, but yes, I will actually min-max particular stats, mostly agility and vitality, and strength when agility and vitality are at least guaranteed, because it's like a 1 in 4 dice roll for stats that are not guaranteed at each level, and with every 1 in 4 dice roll, that number is just going to increase. So if there's like 2 stats that are not guaranteed, then it's like a 1 in 16 dice roll. And if it's like 3 stats that are not guaranteed, it's a 1 in 64 dice roll. I definitely don't want to do 1 in 64 dice roll, so I'm going to prioritize mostly agility and vitality. And strength is a low priority, but would be nice to have. So at the few levels where agility and vitality are guaranteed, then yeah, I will try to min-max the strength stat, because unfortunately, even with the Black Mage, we can't just get through the entire game with just Black Magic only. Okay, I used up my magic. Yes, I did. Oh, Ryoka Freak, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel stupid. I see it now. What do you see now? I mean, I don't think the names are that obvious with what the challenge run is. I'm starting to think I probably should have bought like some potions to at least make this coin flip more in my favor. Okay. I think for now I'm just going to have my Black Mage use an item just so I can at least increase the speed of my characters dying. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately, I think for the first level up dice roll, like I think after we finish this battle, we will not level up, because this is one of those games where experiences shared among whoever is alive in the party. And since, while our intent is to have only the Black Mage survive, he's going to gain all the experience, but thankfully I think it should be just under the amount of leveling up, which is definitely what we want, because I think the first level up is going to be a 1 in 16 dice roll for agility and vitality, because I think the only stat that is guaranteed is the intelligence stat, and unfortunately, They were asleep at the job when programming this game because the intelligence stat just straight up does not work. Like, at all. Thankfully it works in later ports of this game, but it just does not work in this game. Yeah, man, I saw the names now. As for the challenge itself, not sure yet. Okay, so it looks like our best friend Like is about to die. So let's have him continue playing with his stick until he eventually dies. Oh my god, you got 1 HP left, just die Like. Nobody likes you, Like. And there we go, Like has been slain. So the tank of the game is fulfilled his role as the tank and died first. Okie dokie. Now we just gotta hope we get good RNG and that Subs and Hype dies. So once our next friend dies, we'll probably at least kill one more Imp. And then just hope we get the good roll for Hype or Subs to die before we finish the battle. Because once all of our friends are dead, then the run has officially begun. Okay, there we go. Hype, 6 damage. 6 damage on Subs. Okay, it's gonna take a while. We just gotta hope we get some good rolls here. So we're just gonna continue to let them play with their sticks. And once they realize that they're not on the playground anymore, they're in an actual world that can kill them, the Black Mage is going to realize that, and he has to carry his corpses wherever he goes, doing the entire adventuring for his friends. Yeah, hate to bring it to you guys, but bringing corpses to a church is not going to revive them. Okay, looks like Subs is down, so now it's just Hype, so okay, so we're just gonna at least kill one Imp. Okay, terminated. So we can't kill the last one until Hype is down. So Like and Subs is down, now it's just Hype. And of course, Hype is like so excited, he keeps playing with his stick, despite the fact that 2 of his friends are dead. So here we go, we're just gonna have the mages play with their sticks, and god damn it, stop attacking Nits. Again, party members in higher slots have a higher chance of being attacked, and right now Hype definitely has the higher chance of dying, but there could be the chance that the game decides, nah. Alright, so yeah. Even though we're literally using the weapon that we have equipped, it's not going to do anything. If you're wondering what the frick is the point of using equipment and armor as an item, well, some of these armors and items actually have passive effects, and unfortunately, being an NES game, they don't tell you what they actually do. And god damn it, shit, this is going to be a bad dice roll. Okay. Right now, the Imp is attacking our protagonists more than the others. Oh my god, are you serious? Okay, we're down to 3 HP, guys. If Nits goes down, we have to reset. Shoot. Are you... okay. Well, that's a reset. Wait, what the heck? Well, that's a reset. Thank God it doesn't take too long to retry another attempt, but Jesus Christ. Okay, now we just have 3 imps to deal with, so this is at least a little bit more manageable, so... Black Mage really struggling. Unfortunately, yes. God damn it, stop evading the attack. You're supposed to die, my friend. Good boy, Subs. Be submissive and die. Alright, so I think I'm gonna just continuously use an item for now. Just continuously use an item for now until my party goes down. Because if I just keep one imp alive, then it's just gonna prolong either the inevitable failed dice roll or the inevitable successful dice roll. Ooh, critical hit on like. I like that. Now die. Nothing happens because subs is stupid. So let's just continue making our friends stupid as well as ourselves stupid because we want all the glory. Hey, Black Mage, stop making us look bad. I main it in Final Fantasy IV. Not sure what that means because I haven't been able to play Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 14 yet. I've tried to play Final Fantasy 14. I mean, that's one of the online Final Fantasy games. I've tried setting up an account, and for whatever reason, it just couldn't work for me. So unfortunately, I have not played Final Fantasy 14. I would love to, but it just it just wasn't working for me. At least setting up an account. Yeah, the only 3 Final Fantasy games that I've beaten all the way through is Final Fantasy X, which I'm also going to be doing a challenge run on. In fact, I actually have my laptop doing some stuff, which you'll see in the challenge run itself, but let's just say I'm letting the game play itself for some free grinding. But yeah, I am in the process of doing a Final Fantasy X challenge run, which I was initially going to cancel, but then just had the inspiration of going back to it. And yeah, the other Final Fantasy game I beat in all the way through is 15, which for some reason a lot of people seem to hate. I personally really loved 15. I absolutely loved being able to hang out with Noctis and his friends. Like, the friendship just felt so real, and honestly, the joy for me is not how complex the story was, but the journey along the way. I don't know, I just really loved Final Fantasy 15. It's honestly one of my favorite games, honestly. And then as for Final Fantasy 1, I actually played through the entire thing on the Pixel Remaster first, and beating it on the Pixel Remaster. And I've only just beaten the NES version very recently, because I planned to use the NES version for the challenge run and not the Pixel Remaster, even though the Pixel Remaster is arguably more sane and ideal. Love 14, but they really need to fix their accounts, etc. systems. You're not the only person I've heard that had that problem. Yeah, unfortunately, it seems like anytime a gaming company requires you to have some sort of gaming account, it's like you have more trouble setting up the damn account, and you can't play the $70 game that you bought. I mean, mind you, I didn't actually buy anything for Final Fantasy 14 yet, but still. I mean, I'm not inherently against, online games. I'm inherently against online games that are an absolute inconvenience to the player. And I've seen some Final Fantasy reviews, particularly the ones by Pro Jared, and I think it was like Final Fantasy 11, I think it was, and 14 that are the 2 online games. Okay, looks like has been slain. Nice. But yeah, I think 11 and 14 were the 2 online games, and yeah, it seems like the base 11 was like so masochistically horrible. Like, it's like so slow paced, and there was even moments where you could level down, apparently. Honestly, that just does not look fun to me, but apparently some upgraded versions are a better way of playing the game. And I already know the story that 14 used to be absolutely terrible, that they literally just nuked the entire thing and built it from the ground up. I also know that story. But yeah, now I know that 14 is like one of the most beloved online games, not just for Final Fantasy, but just online games in general. Yeah, it's interesting how a lot of these online games usually start off terrible, and then people say that they have gotten good over time. Final Fantasy 14, Fallout 76, honestly, I have no desire of getting Fallout 76 because of how terrible it started off. I mean, I like some of the Fallout games that I have played. 3, New Vegas, and 4. I really love 4. In fact, I was thinking of possibly doing a challenge run on that game, but more people voted for Final Fantasy over Fallout 4. But that's not to say that there isn't flaws with the Fallout games. I mean, Bethesda definitely has a thing of making glitchy as hell games. Unfortunately, it seems like my party's very good at evading. Now, I think part of the reason why they're evading is because I don't have armor equipped on them. Because I don't have armor equipped on them, they... Yeah, I have like the least amount of endurance with every hit they take, but they also have higher evasion because of that, so that's probably why the attacks are missing on them more often. But at least on the upside, it seems like I'm getting a good dice roll here. The free trial is pretty good if you ever want to try getting into working... If you ever want to try getting it working again with a different email. Base game plus 2 expansions free. I mean, I'll definitely highly consider it. I definitely want to play 14 at some point. Jeez, how long have we been standing here for? Like, is my party just so good at evading attacks? Because I swear... Oh, there we go. Subs has finally been slain. Alright, so now we just gotta hope that hype dies and that all of his hype becomes disappointment. God damn it, hype, stop dodging the attacks. Okay, 8 damage. Okay, so hype is down to 6, so one more hit on hype should kill him. Okay, no, 4 damage. So one more hit on hype. Hit on hype. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna burn down one imp right now. Oh, okay, there we go. Hype has been slain, so now I gotta kill the remaining imps. So, fire, kill that imp, and then I just basic attack the last imp, and hopefully Nitz makes it through. Whatever happened to that Final Fantasy X challenge run you streamed once? Well, I streamed that like way back in June, and the reason why I canceled it is because the run itself was just not fun, and the RNG needed for me to actually make that run successful required just too much patience for my liking, for the lack of patience I have. And there you go, guys, we did it. The run can officially begin. We finally perished the monsters, our 3 friends are dead, and they're gonna stay dead through the entire game, so get ready to see a Black Mage dragging 3 corpses around the world. But yeah, for the Final Fantasy X run, I am planning to continue it. It's just gonna take lots of time right now. So there we go. We now officially have a Black Mage, and A is a lesser number than 4, and the only way to revive dead party members is to drag them to a church or to use a white spell, and a white spell to revive them is out of the question because we're playing as a Black Mage, so yeah. Okay, so we're just going to go to the shops and we're just going to sell the equipment that we bought onto our friends. So, hype, sell the wooden staff, subs, sell the knife, and then like, sell your knife too. Okay, let me just make sure I actually sold those. Okay, so there we go. Sold all those. And I'm pretty sure I didn't buy any... Yeah, I didn't get any armor, so there we go. I sold the weapons. See your face upon the clean water. How dirty. Come wash your face. Wow, I feel attacked. Okay, so they're not dead. They're just sleeping. They'll wake up eventually, right? Yeah, after, like, I don't know how many years this entire game takes. They're just going to be in a very long coma, pretty much. Okay, so in the shop we can buy some heal potions, which we're going to eventually need, and tents eventually. Though I don't think it's a good idea to buy these just yet. Because right now we don't have enough potential to make a profit off of these battles. Hold on. Yeah, I don't have any items. I already sold the weapons, so yeah. Yeah, sleeping. Because yeah, even if you were to sleep at an inn, as seen here, it doesn't revive your party members. Your party members stay dead, and that's what they're going to be throughout the entire run. Dead. Poor hype, subs, and like. Actually, can I reorganize them out of curiosity? No, I can reorganize them. Okay, so there we go. So now I can actually have it properly displayed. So like, subscribe, and hype. There we go. Actually, I realize I'm going to have to reorganize that again if this dice roll doesn't turn up well. So yeah, the only reason I have to sleep at an inn other than to restore HP is to bring magic back. Because the way that magic works in this game is that you have 8 different levels of it, and you can only use a certain amount of those magic points. They're essentially like bullets in your gun. And once you use it up, you have to go back to an inn to refill it. And as for the EXP, let's see. So we got, I think we got like, what was it, like 16 experience or something like that? So I think 2 more battles and we should be able to level up the Black Mage, depending on how many enemies we fight. But yeah, here we go. The run itself has officially begun. A Black Mage, and if you're wondering if I'm gonna upgrade him to the Black Wizard, the answer is no. I am not upgrading him to a Black Wizard because it's supposed to be a Black Mage run, not a Black Wizard run. So, no, I am not upgrading him to the Black Wizard. Okay, let's see if we can get some good RNG here. Unfortunately, this is going to be unlikely for enemies that are this high in the encounter rate, but if we can happen to dodge every single attack, then honestly this will be efficient. Will you go for the upgraded class, or will you pull a game champ and stay as the Black Mage? No, as I said, staying as the Black Mage. They aren't dead. I'm not in denial. You are. Sorry, but friends are finite. They don't last forever. And the Black Mage did not last forever either. Well, the Nits party perished. Well, thankfully resetting is not too difficult. I mean, I can hit a dedicated reset button if a dice roll doesn't turn up well. Actually, I wonder if I can get less enemy spawns if I just run around in the patch grassed area. Imagine being so good of an adventurer, you kill a god while sleeping. It happens. Normal day in an RPG world. Okay, is there like no random encounters that happen in this spot? Huh, I guess not. Okay, maybe if I move over here, they might appear. Okay, the enemies themselves must be sleeping because they're not spawning. So do I have to walk in the forest area in order for them to spawn? Okay, at least we got a good dice roll here, so we definitely have a good chance if it's just 3, so... let's burn you. Terminated. Oh yeah, I have to reorganize my corpses here. They're out of order. Okay, so burn you. So we're obviously going to use fire damage because that's, well, our best offensive option. And then we just gotta whack the last one with our staff. I'm actually taking no damage in this fight. I could potentially maybe do multiple runs of this without having to go to the inn, but that's definitely not going to be ideal. Wow, they are actually missing a lot, surprisingly. And so am I, apparently. Did the evade algorithm just skyrocket through the roof or something? Oh my god, it's like... it's like kids playing with a lightsaber and they're too afraid of cutting each other, even though they hate each other. Okay, finally. Ugh. If I remember correctly, the game has the map in chunks and every pixel should have an encounter chances, but it should be fact-checked. The only thing I know about random encounters is the Peninsula Power, which I'm probably going to be taking potential of in this run. What's the challenge we're doing? Well, look at the screen, look at our dead corpses, and I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay, so 18 points and 18 gold. So as you can see, we're making like only a little bit over half of the gold back for every inn trip. Alright, so looking at our stats, let's see. Okay, so we only need 4 points to level up. Good. So we're going to save at the inn, restock on our magic, and this is going to be the most unfun part of the entire run. We're at a 1 in 16 dice roll for the first level up that I know for sure. I have to look up the stats again. 1 black mage only. Yep, that's the run. 1 black mage only. Okay, I'm going to have to look this up. Let me see if my... okay, yeah. So on GameFAQs, there's something written by SQPat17. They pretty much have like the details of what stats are guaranteed at each level up. So let me see if I can find the black mage here. Fighter, thief, black belt, also known as monk, red mage. Where are you? Here we go, black mage. So yeah, the black mage. So for level 2, the guaranteed stat to level up is only the intelligence stat. So, just to go a brief over of what each stat means in this game. So a strength pretty much increases the potential damage of our basic attacks. Agility increases the chances of us dodging attacks, and considering that we have like a 56% chance of evading, that's probably why our black mage has been evading most of those attacks more often. So as long as he keeps evading attacks, then that's good. Intelligence, in theory, is supposed to increase the offensive potential of our offensive magic spells, you know, useful for the black mage or the Dia spell on our white mage. But the problem is that they have intelligence as a stat, but they did not even bother to program the intelligence stat. So it's literally just a number on your stat screen and nothing else. So the intelligence stat, despite being the guaranteed stat to level up at every level for the black mage, like the absolute minimum and maximum for a black mage is like what was it, 69. So yeah, 69 is like the absolute minimum and maximum, because I don't know, the black mage is that lucky, I guess. But yeah, the intelligence stat is useless, so we have to ignore the intelligence stat, even though we can practically ignore it because it levels up at every single level. And then Vitality pretty much increases how much of our HP goes up, and there's also a bit of RNG of how much our HP goes up as well. But unfortunately, manipulating the HP value is a lot more harder, so if we want to manipulate the HP value, we gotta level up Vitality at every single level. And then the luck stat, we don't need to worry about our luck stat in the slightest. Once we get 15 luck, we're currently at 10 luck, once we get 5 points of luck, running is always guaranteed, because whoever programmed the running algorithm was asleep at the wheel, because supposedly the algorithm works as it works with your luck stat in your current level, but instead it works with your luck stat and however your party member 2 slots down is feeling. And because our party member is dead, pretty much once we get 15 points of luck, we are always guaranteed to run. And looking at the stat sheet, let me see. So our luck is guaranteed at level 4, 6, 8, 10, and 14. So once we reach level 14, then we are completely guaranteed to run every single time. And there is a 25% chance that our luck will go up anyway at levels where it's not guaranteed. Now, unfortunately, with level 2, intelligence is the only stat that goes up. And right now, for this kind of run, strength, agility, and vitality is the most important. But for the Black Mage, staying alive is the most important because, well, he's a freaking glass cannon. So we want agility and vitality to go up. And since those two stats are not guaranteed, it's a 1 in 16 dice roll. And if we're factoring strength into that, it's a 1 in 64 dice roll. I am not banking on a 1 in 64 dice roll, so I'm banking on a 1 in 16 because I'm at least that insane enough for a 1 in 16 chance. Actually, did I heal at the end? Okay, yes I did. If I see the 2, then that means I did heal, so... Does the luck affect nothing else? Yeah, luck affects nothing else. Luck pretty much only affects your chances of running away from battles, but it's like completely broken. So once we have like 15 stats of luck, then we are like always guaranteed to pretty much run from battles. It's... yeah, it doesn't function properly whatsoever. Wow, this is kind of low intelligence. Brain exploded. Have you ever tried a 4 white mage only run, or is it straight up impossible? Well, considering that GameChamp 3000 did a 1 white mage only run, I would say that 4 white mages is definitely more than possible. Well, it's possible with a single white mage, so I don't think why it would be impossible. Well, we already know it's possible because GameChamp herself already did it. Alright, so now we gotta rely on the RNG chances of us surviving these battles and the 1 in 16 chance that we get both agility and vitality when we level up. And thankfully the game tells you what stats level up. So intelligence is always going to be guaranteed at every single level for the Black Mage, and for this particular level, only intelligence is guaranteed to level up. So yeah, we're just going to use fire because I'm pretty sure all elemental spells never miss, and on top of it doing the most amount of damage, it just makes sense for us to start off with our offensive magic skills first before just whacking them with a staff. Leveling up in this challenge reminds me of Fire Emblem if you want to buff the right stat. I've only played a little bit of Fire Emblem Awakening, otherwise most of my experience with Fire Emblem has mostly been playing the characters in Smash Brothers. Okay, it looks like this is a bad dice roll. Yep, bad dice roll. Okay, so reset. Try again, and let me make sure I actually did save. Yes, I did. Okay. Sorry, I mean it's making my low intelligence brain explode. My bad. Well, it's not your bad if the game's badly programmed. Oh crap, that's a lot of enemies. But hey, if we can actually get the 1 in 16 on this roll, then I say it's worthwhile. I mean, we have more than a 50% chance of dodging attacks, apparently, so... Okay, missed. Good. Oh yeah, and a little bit of seizure warning. This game does have flashy images whenever we use our magic, so for anybody who has epilepsy or anything like that, just fair warning on that. We need more Final Fantasy reps in Smash that aren't from 7. Yeah, because according to people, only Final Fantasy 7 exists. I would definitely love to see like somebody like Auron, Yuna, or Tidus in Smash, but right now that's definitely not going to happen with Ultimate. But as far as the world is concerned, only Cloud and Sephiroth exist. And slain. Okay, reset. I mean, other than Cloud and Sephiroth, I guess the closest thing to a Final Fantasy character that also made it in Smash would be Sora. He's almost kind of a Final Fantasy character if you think about it. Alright, good boy dodging attacks. I keep missing. Ugh. I only ever got to play the anniversary version of this game for the PSP. Do you know if it's different from the original? As far as I know, it's far, far different from the original. In fact, the upside with the later ports of the game is that some of the stuff that didn't work in the original now does work. So the intelligence stat actually does work. So your magic attacks actually do get better as you level up. I mean, come on, we had Noctis and Soul Calibur. Yeah, but apparently people hated Final Fantasy 15, even though I thought it was pretty awesome. Okay. Don't mind me, guys. Someone's just talking to me. Okay. Terminated. Okay, let's see if we get the 1 in 16 dice roll. And let's see. Monsters perish. And... okay, so we're definitely gonna get a level up here. So let's see. Intelligence. Okay, nope, that's a reset. That's a reset. So only our intelligence stat went up because that's the only stat that is guaranteed at that level up. So it's a 25% chance that any of the other stats go up, and the only stats that we care about is agility and vitality, because again, we're playing with a glass cannon. The intelligence stat works on the other releases. That's refreshing to hear. Yeah, if you want to play Final Fantasy 1, I definitely recommend playing the Pixel Remaster. That's the version that I played all the way through, myself personally. And got some wind blowing in the house and blowing my door open here. I like 15, but I didn't really care about the story. The gameplay was some of my favorite in the series. Personally, I thought the story itself was fine, and personally, I didn't care for the fact that the story wasn't, you know, as complex or rich as people were hoping it would be, because honestly, the heart of Final Fantasy 15 to me was the journey of being with my friends, essentially. Pretty much the camaraderie between Noctis and his friends was pretty much, to me, the heart of Final Fantasy 15. And it does it so well that, honestly, it's one of my favorite games of all time. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Final Fantasy X. It's arguably a much better game than Final Fantasy 15, but personally, I just love what 15 does. Okay, let's see the dice roll here. It's a 1 in 16 chance. This could take forever, guys. Okay, strength goes up, intelligence, and luck. Okay, so the stats we don't really care about actually go up instead of agility and vitality. But yeah, as you can see, the luck and strength stat had a 25% chance of going up. Those went up, but not agility and vitality. And the reason why we need agility and vitality is because agility increases our chances of dodging attacks, where vitality increases the amount of HP that goes up. And since we're playing with a glass cannon, we want to have those stats go up, so that way we have a good chance of surviving. Because if you want to survive dungeons, you want a fighter in your party. If you want to be able to heal, you want a white mage in your party. If you want to be able to run from battles, you want a thief in your party. If you want to be able to do strong offensive damage, you want a fighter and monk in your party. One black mage only, yep. Noctis is basically a Persona protagonist in a Final Fantasy game. Not sure I could see that, but yeah. So good luck with the challenge, man. Gonna require tons of patience. Unfortunately, yes. And for the first freaking level up of the game, we have to rely on a 1 in 16 chance of getting the 2 stats that we need. I mean, I could also make it a 1 in 64 chance of getting strength as well, but that's gonna take freaking forever. And honestly, I do not want to rely on a 1 in 64 chance. I'd rather take the 1 in 16 chance. Thankfully, at the next level up, level 3, agility and vitality are guaranteed. And as I said before, any stats or any level ups where agility and vitality are guaranteed, we're going to take the 1 in 4 dice roll of making sure that strength levels up. Terminated. Critical hit, that's for reset. So, have you played much Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne? I mean, I've done a challenge run of it if you watch my channel. Okay, Monster Strike first. That's like 5 monsters there. There's no way I'm going to win that. Have you played much Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne? I mean, yes, I have. I've played it regularly, at least 2, maybe 3 playthroughs on my own, and I've done a full challenge run of the game. Okay, that's like 5 enemies. There's no way I'm going to be able to do 5 enemies. But yeah, if you want to see a challenge run done on Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, I do have one that exists. It's like currently at like 55 or 56,000 views or something like that. It's a Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne without using skills, with passive skills being the exception. And honestly, it was definitely not a fun run, but definitely an intriguing run that I've done. Knits the Black Mage in his corpse collection. Watching this video while I'm waking up. Oh, hey, Zach, how you doing? Okay. But yeah, pretty much playing as the Black Mage because every single solo run of every single class has been done, and not just the NES version, but even the later ports and all that. And the later ports make the run so much easier, which is why it's more ideal for me to do it on the NES version, because it's more challenging and there's just more stuff that is broken in this game that makes it more challenging, or even easier in some way. So we have a pretty high evasion chance, so even though we do get low on health and there's 2 enemies left, there is still a good chance we can win, and there does seem to be potential of critical damage from this basic staff that we have. Now, unfortunately, we got slain, so let's reset. Is it worth casually playing? Asking for someone who's not played any mainline SMT games. I definitely recommend trying SMT Nocturne for sure, but if you're going to try it, play on normal difficulty. Do not play on hard. Only play on hard if it's like your second playthrough. Let's just say hard difficulty is just too masochistic, to say the least. Okay, I'm gonna reset. Nocturne is a great game, but it's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard. Like, it's already hard enough as is on normal difficulty. Like, normal difficulty is practically hard difficulty, and hard difficulty is masochist difficulty, with the biggest annoyance is that everything in the game is like triple the price, and you get ambushed more often, which means more damage, and you just have a higher chance of some bullshit damage. So I definitely say, if you're going to play Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, obviously make sure you're playing on either the Chronicles or Maniacs version for the full experience, but make sure you play on normal difficulty. Excuse me, play on normal difficulty. Hard difficulty is just too BS to make it worth it. So yeah, unfortunately, I have no idea how long this 1 in 16 chance is going to be. It could take us, like, 10 minutes. It could take us, like, 5 freaking hours. I don't know, but unfortunately, this is what I'm committing myself to. Shin Megami Tensei is known for having bullshit difficulty. I think Nocturne is the epitome of that. Yeah, it can be. Okay, now that's 5. Let's reset. Sorry, I keep resetting, guys. I'm resetting and not even trying to fight these battles. Unfortunately, some battles are just not worth winning, but this one should be worth winning as long as I don't die. And as long as my Black Mage remembers that he has a high evasion stat. Now, I could actually remove the cloth off of Nitz, because if I remove the cloth, I can increase his evasion a slight bit. But, yeah, right now it's just better keeping the cloth on just for the extra defense. Ooh, critical hit. That's bad. That's really, really bad. God damn it. Come on, that was 3 enemies. I should have had that chance. Thankfully, the more we level up, the better chances we have. And once we get the agility and vitality stat that we do have, not only do I have an increased chance of dodging, but also more HP to work with. And upon leveling up, I should also have more literal firepower to work with. Like, let me see here. So yeah, at level 2, we can actually use our fire 3 times. And once we get, level 2 magic, we can use it once at level 2. But yeah, once we get to level 2, we should be able to use our fire 3 times instead of twice, which means we don't have to worry about our staff missing enemies. Oh my god, just let me get a good dice roll here. So yeah, I could be here forever, guys. I could be here forever. Oh my god, stop giving me 5 enemies. Give me a manageable amount of enemies I can work with, game. Okay, chance to strike first. I could have a chance at this one, but first I gotta burn 2 enemies down and then whack the rest with my staff. Your Persona luck is following you into Final Fantasy. Oh, don't remind me. Mind you, it's not just my Persona luck. So yeah, even though our magic stat is never going to improve, like the offensive potential of our magic is never going to improve, at least with our agility and vitality going up, we have at least a bigger dice roll of being able to pass these battles. But yeah, unfortunately, a good chunk of this game is going to revolve a lot of grinding, unfortunately. And remember, since I have like a 56% chance of dodging attacks, and the enemies only do physical damage, I do have a chance of being able to beat these imps. So as you can see, they're missing more often, which is pretty good. In fact, if I were to remove my armor that I currently have, the cloth, I actually have an increase, like a bigger chance of being able to dodge the attack. Just look, and I did watch half of your SMT Nocturne video. It was too long for me to watch in one sitting. Ah, fair enough. Slain. Okay, I'm spending more time resetting because of failed attempts than I am actually because of not getting the agility and vitality stat to level up. Oh my god, they all get a chance to attack me first before I attack? That's not a good start. And already slain. God damn it. Yeah. Right now, this is going to be one of the worst parts of the run. The worst part of the run is how limited my resources are. Yeah, there's no way I'm fighting 5. I personally enjoy watching this kind of reset grinding. Well, that's probably all the more reason why I'm streaming it, is so I can actually make it a little bit more sane for myself. personally. Actually, I think I remember in Final Fantasy 10, so obviously Lulu is like the black mage of Final Fantasy 10. I think she naturally has like the highest evasion chance, but she has like the lowest HP. Like, I think that was like the common thing with the black mage is that they have extremely low HP but high evasion. And I think it's supposed to be because they're not carrying armor or strong swords or whatever. They're just using magic, so that's why they're very evasive. It's because they're not carrying so much crap that is weighing them down. Jesus Christ, I'm spending more time resetting these fights than I am actually succeeding and not getting the dice roll that I need. Like, I am gonna be here forever, guys. I would not be surprised if the entirety of this stream was just to get to one level. Like, seriously. We just gotta hope that the Black Mage remembers that he can dodge attacks and not get hit like an idiot. God knows how much I had to reset it for my shiny starter Pokemon. Okay. Let's burn these imps to the ground. Unfortunately, the game never tells you which imp is doing the attacking. The game never tells you which imp is doing the attacking, so unfortunately you just gotta attack and hope that that's the one that goes before you. Okay, monster strike first, but at least 3 is more manageable than 4. Hopefully it gets a bit easier and faster when you gain a few levels. I mean, that's what I hope for. I mean, once I gain a few more levels, then at least doing this grinding will be much easier. And as I said, even though this first level up, we're relying on a 1 in 16 dice roll of getting agility and vitality, the next level up, agility and vitality are guaranteed, and we're only going to take the 1 in 4 chance of getting the strength to go up. Oh my god, I'm down to 1 HP. You better remember that you can dodge attacks, you idiot. Oh my god, seriously? As I said, I do have a high chance of dodging, a 56% chance of dodging. Jeez. Actually, it seems like I get more enemies on the right side than I do the left side. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I wonder if I get less enemies if I'm grinding on the left side. Okay, here we go. Here's a good start. Okay, miss. Okay, so this is a good start, so I might actually succeed with this one. Of course, despite the fact that the monsters don't get the advantage, they still get first turn. So yeah, we always use fire because fire is gonna guarantee that they die in one hit and it will never miss. Unlike our melee attack where not only will it miss, but we have a pretty low strength stat. Because it may take at least 2 hits to bonk the last imp to death. As Black Mage players in Final Fantasy XIV say. I don't know what they say because I haven't played Final Fantasy XIV yet. Okay, finally won a battle. Okay, let's roll that 1 in 16 dice roll. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure agility shows up before the intelligence stat. Yeah, luck is the last stat that shows up. So, yep. I got the 1 in 4 chance of luck going up, but not agility or vitality. So yeah, this is going to be the most annoying thing of the entire run, is relying on that 24% chance that both agility and vitality show up. Now, sure, you could argue that maybe I can just ignore the first level and just kind of live without those level ups, but if I do, then that's going to be a permanent decision, and that permanent decision may bite me in the ass later on. So yeah, I seem to only get 3 imps if I just walk around in the bottom left corner. If I walk in the bottom left corner, then I should be able to get what I need. Because I only need like at least 3 imps to level up. Because I think 3 is like the smallest so far that I've seen. And at least 3 is manageable than 4 or 5. Stat mid-maxin. Oh, we're mid-maxin, alright. Okay, we bonked the last imp to death. Okay, the 1 in 16 dice roll. Let's roll the dice and see. I'm pretty sure agility does show up before vitality and after strength, so let's see. Yeah, no, we didn't get it. Because I'm pretty... Okay, so vitality did level up. So even though we got vitality, we did not get agility, so that's another reset. Again, it's a 25% chance that the stats, that each individual stat appears. The only stat that is guaranteed to appear is the intelligence stat. So yeah, this is going to be the most annoying part of the run, is the moments where both agility and vitality are not guaranteed, because we're looking at a 1 in 16 dice roll. Thankfully, as the game progresses, it will get easier, because we'll at least have more armor and offensive options and AoE attacks once we get to the 3rd town. But yeah, mid-max in an early game is going to be frickin' hell, especially for this first level. This might arguably be the worst part of the run, is just getting this first level and getting the guaranteed chance of agility and vitality to increase. Okay, get a critical hit or try missing the next attack, you idiot. Okay, at least you missed. Good. Okay, one more bonk and hopefully that should be enough. Alright, good. I don't know how many HP the imps have, if they have like 10 or something. Okay, so here we go. Let's see, the 1 in 16 dice roll, let's see. God damn it. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure agility shows up before the intelligence stat, so that's another reset. So yeah, this might be the entire stream, guys. This might be the entire stream, is us resetting just because 2's particular stats are not going up. Or because I'm getting enemies that I can't handle. Because again, I only have like 2 bullets to be able to use fire. But once I level up and I do get the agility and vitality that I need, then I'll have at least 3 uses of fire, which will at least guarantee death in 3 turns. The grinding at the start is always the worst part, since you don't have much items, attack, or equipment. Pretty much, unfortunately. So yeah, I have to see how long this grinding takes me so I can write this in the script, how painful it was. Unfortunately, we got critical damage, so we might get slain here. Oh boy. Only 2 HP. Come on, you have a really high chance of evading. Just evade everything, Nits. I got it slain because the grinding is gonna drive me insane. Drive me insane. It drives me insane. Oh, it drives me insane. This run has barely even started, too. Yeah, Monster Strike first and 5 enemies? Yeah, no. My Black Mage is gonna be like black soot, pretty much. Okay, 4 is at least somewhat manageable. Alright. Now let's just hope that our Black Mage remembers that he can dodge attacks as we kill the last 2 imps. Alright. Bonk, bonk, bonk. 5 damage. So unfortunately it's going to take probably 2 hits per imp. Oh crap. Down to 4 HP. 3. Wow. Critical, critical. No. Okay, you better dodge the next attack, Nits. Or hit the enemy first. Okay, that works. Okay, 1 in 16 dice roll. Here we go. Ooh, agility. Come on, vitality. Come on, come on, come on. No! No! Okay, we had the agility stat, but not the vitality stat. God damn it. So we had the 1 in 4 chance for agility, but not vitality. God damn it. And already we're off to a bad start. Yeah, so close, yet so far. Actually, let me just show you guys the website that I'm actually using. Let me see. Share, copy. I'm gonna paste it in the chat. Hopefully YouTube doesn't flag me for this, but yeah, this is pretty much the stat sheet that you can see for the Black Mage, and you can actually see what stat is guaranteed at each level up and how much our magic is going to improve with each level up. But yeah, essentially the first level, level 2, intelligence is the one that's guaranteed to go up, whereas everything else has a 25% chance of going up. But yeah, you can see it for yourself, open up the tab and see for yourself. But yeah, this is going to pretty much be a reliable source of figuring out how we can min-max the Black Mage as much as possible. Because, well, I'm pretty sure we can beat the game without min-maxing. I really don't want too many failed attempts, especially within the final dungeon, so I want to be able to have that low roll. Okay, there we go. Monsters perish. Let's see if we get the 1 in 16 dice roll. Okay, agility. No! Yeah, because, yeah, agility appears before intelligence, and vitality appears between intelligence and luck. So we had the agility appear, but not the vitality. God damn it. I mean, at least we're getting the 1 in 4 dice roll. It's just we need to get the other 1 in 4 dice roll. Yeah, I have no idea how long I've been streaming for, but however long I've been streaming for, yeah, you can get an idea of just how agonizing it is to be able to get to the, 2 stats guaranteed to level up. Oh, hey, Sparks, thank you so much for the €2, buddy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the €2 for the pledge. I'll be sure to use that money to try to make myself sane again. Probably not. I don't know. I might make bad choices with it. I promise I don't smoke or anything. But yeah, thank you so much, Sparks, for the €2 donation. And it would let me send a message with my super chat. Enjoy a little something on me. Any bit helps and is greatly appreciated. Okay, party perished. Let's try that again. I think that was like with 3 imps right there. Monster strike first, and that's like 4. Definitely reset. Unfortunately, there's moments where we are getting good dice rolls and then suddenly not getting good dice rolls. I mean, once we get our agility and vitality up, then we can at least have a better chance of winning the next few battles. And then, yeah, thankfully, the next level up for level 3, both agility and vitality is guaranteed. So we're only taking the 1 and 4 dice roll that strength goes up, because while strength is going to be arguably the least reliable stat, next to intelligence, which does absolutely nothing. The thing is that the final boss fight is immune to all magical damage and pretty much takes neutral damage to physical attacks. By that time, we're going to have like Masamune, which is like the ultimate weapon that any class can use, including the Black Mage, to finish the final boss fight off. But if we can min-max a little bit of strength as well, then that will probably help in the long run. And pretty much at any other stats where we're just relying on agility and vitality to go up, we just gotta hope that we also get strength to go up as well. Ooh, gee, 7 damage. Okay, so I'm only down to 2 HP. Thankfully, I dodged. Unfortunately, this is not going to mean anything unless my agility and vitality level up. It's immune to magic? No. The final boss fight is not immune to magic. He resists magic. I think it's like a 50% magic resistance, but he's neutral to physical attacks. Which is why, even though we're not going to be min-maxing much of strength, we will min-max strength at level ups where agility and vitality is guaranteed. Because essentially, we mostly just want to min-max agility and vitality. Okay, so if I see the intelligence stat... Okay, agility. Intelligence. Frick. Reset. God damn it. This could literally be the entire stream, guys. This could literally be the entire stream, is us min-maxing agility and vitality. But yeah, would I recommend the NES version over the later ports? Personally, no. Mind you, I haven't played the majority of the later ports. I know the PSP version in particular has like bonus dungeons you can play, but the most accessible version is arguably the Pixel Remaster version, and I definitely recommend the Pixel Remaster version more than the original NES version. But the reason why I'm playing the NES version is because not only will it be the harder version of this challenge run to play, as seen here, but it just feels wrong not to play it on the vanilla version of where, well, this game started from, And the NES version is definitely different. It's definitely different and unique and in its own way compared to the later releases, because the later releases pretty much try to correct some of the mistakes that this game made, and that's what's going to make this a more harder challenge run to deal with is because we have to deal with those said mistakes. Oh my god, they got me down to 1 HP and I barely got a chance to attack them. I'll just try to rely on some dodge chances because I still have like one more bullet of fire left. God damn it. And yeah, the last couple weeks I've actually been pretty darn sick. I've had like strep throat and such, so I could barely like talk at all. Thankfully, I'm definitely a lot better now. There is definitely a bit of pain when I like yawn, but otherwise I'm pretty much clear. Okay, keep missing, guys. Keep missing on purpose because I need to kill you. Shit, I'm down to like 2 HP. This is probably not going to be good. God damn it. Jeez, this game already hates me. It's already bad enough that I have a 1 in 16 chance of getting the stats I need, but Jesus Christ. Nope, that's a definite reset. That sucks. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, I'm doing much better. I'm doing much better since having that. I mean, mind you, I had more than just strep and all that. Like, I don't know. I was like a Disneyland of like problems. Thankfully, nothing that's life-threatening, but still. My body was like being a Disneyland of like multiple problems. It was ridiculous. Alright, there we go. I attacked first, so at least that imp won't attack me. That'll at least increase my chances of winning this one. But again, it's still a 1 in 16 chance that I get the agility and vitality that I need. And I swear to God, it's like my evasion chance has gone down because I'm really getting hit a lot in these recent attempts. Like, I'm already down to 1 HP. Yeah, I'm probably going to fail this. But you know, I'm just going to stay a little persistent for long, just in case I happen to dodge everything. But again, it's like a 1 in 16 chance that I even get the stats that I need. Okay, good. Keep missing on purpose, guys. I need you to do that. Oh, critical hit. That's good. I need that. I need that. More of that, please. Okay, I'm actually getting lucky here. Let's see. Okay, one more bonk and the imp should be dead. God damn it. I knew it was too good to be true. All this just because our friends were playing with their sticks. Now, fortunately, there's no chest within the castle that we can open yet. I mean, there will be later on once we get the Mystic Key, but that's not going to be until a little later into the game. After we complete the Marsh Cave, which is like the first dungeon of the game. Probably not surprised, but your health should always be priority, so be sure to look after yourself. Oh, I will. Don't worry, I will. Alright, let's get some critical hit bonks with our staff, please. And dodge attacks more often. Okay, so 9 damage is enough to terminate them, so as long as I get 9 damage, then I can definitely kill them. God damn it. Okay, there we go. 9 damage, terminated. Okay, 1 in 16 dice roll, here we go. Nope, didn't get it, because agility would appear before intelligence. And not even vitality showed up, so both of them failed the 1 in 4 dice roll. Oh, god damn it. What did I get myself into? Yeah, this is the reason why I'm not mid-maxing my strength stat as well, because if I did, this would be a 1 in 64 dice roll, which is definitely bigger than 1 in 16. Okay, so far a good start here. You know, part of me thinks I should actually take the Black Mage's clothes off, because that would actually increase his evasion. Well, honestly, I'm just going to stay persistent. I'm just going to stay persistent for now. I'm sure Nitz can eventually do it. Also, I gotta remember to reorganize like and hype, so that way the order is proper. Okay, there we go. Terminated. But I'll reorganize it once I get the guaranteed agility and vitality, because I can't save otherwise. And I'm also not doing any save stating. I'm not doing any save stating, so every single time I reset, I am legit resetting. Okay, strength. Yeah, no, didn't get agility. I got vitality. That's not too bad. But agility did not go up, so I have to reset. Now, if I can coincidentally get strength along with agility and vitality, that would even be better. But, again, that would be a 1 in 64 chance. With this luck, I wouldn't bother with the lottery. Yeah. The only reason I'm bothering with it now is because it will make the run easier. Like, my HP will go up even if I don't take the chance. Like, even if I don't take the chance, my HP will still go up. But it's kind of random how much my HP goes up. And as long as I'm increasing my vitality at every level up, then my HP is guaranteed to go up. Because vitality does not increase your defense. It only increases the amount of HP that goes up. So we want vitality for sure to be going up at every level. And agility, mostly for the increased chances of dodging attacks, particularly physical attacks. Oh my god, exactly 7? Are you serious? Yeah, maybe I shouldn't remove the cloth on the Black Mage. Oh my god. I am literally going to be here forever, guys. I am literally going to be here forever. My boyfriend is upstairs, no doubt hogging the shower for hours because of me being here doing this. Min-max and stack always pays off later. It's understandable, yeah. I mean, that's why I'm doing it now, because it pays off later. And right now I need the stats to go up so I can have more successful attempts and more attempts doing battles before having to go to the end to save, because I have a limited amount of funds. And right now we're actually making less money than we are spending money being able to heal back up. We want to essentially grind the agility and vitality enough so that way we can endure the battles long enough, potentially do multiple battles in a row, and just guarantee that we're gonna eventually make that profit. Okay, we're out of fire, so I gotta bonk them to death. 7, god damn it. Oh, 8 damage. Okay, so I guess they're 8 HP or something. Oh my god, are you serious? Are you freaking serious right now? Again, the Black Mage is a walking glass cannon. If I was doing this run with, like, the warrior, or the fighter, I mean, this would be a significantly faster run. I probably would be finished the first boss fight already if I was doing a solo fighter run. Because the strength with the fighter is that I'm able to equip better armor than, well, just a cloth. And he has, like, good strength and vitality, so... Yeah, if we were playing as the warrior, aka Like, who is currently dead, then, yeah. Terminated. And again, we're using fire because at least fire is always going to guarantee to kill them, and elemental damage never misses, which is why we want to pretty much use elemental damage always before using our staff. And not to mention, we have a low strength stat, so, you know, bonking enemies to death is just going to take forever. Okay, terminated. Okay, another dice roll of 1 and 16. Let's go. Strength. No. Agility did not go up. God damn it. Why not play the remaster? I've already explained it before. Because the remaster will make this run significantly easier. And plus, the NES version is unique in its own way, and some of its limitations and moments where the game doesn't work and improve in later versions makes the original version superior to play as a challenge run. I mean, okay, well, playing the later ports, particularly like the Pixel Remaster, is definitely a superior way of playing this challenge run, but doing it this way is... Oh my fucking god, are you serious? Critical damage already? Okay, let's just hope that Nitz remembers that he can dodge. But no, I'm doing this on the original NES game because it just feels more OG playing the original version. Okay, so far so good. God damn it. Okay, one more bonk. There we go. Okay, another 1 and 16 dice roll. And besides, even if I play the remaster, I still have a, you know, 1 in 16 chance of getting 2 guaranteed stats to increase. Alright. Okay, agility. God damn it. We had the agility go up, but not the vitality. Ah. God damn. We're gonna be here forever, guys. We're gonna be here forever because I'm holding all of you hostage. Honestly, I don't know what level I should be at before I eventually fight Garland. Because Garland is just a little walkway up to the northwest from Cornelia, I think the town is called. Bummer. Oh my god, critical damage on me already? Jesus Christ. I haven't even killed an enemy yet. But yeah, as we progress through the game will definitely get easier because at least we'll have access to armor. And once we're able to reach the third town, we'll be able to do AoE damage. We'll be able to do AoE damage, which will definitely make these grinds significantly faster. I mean, we'll still have to deal with like the low dice rolls of like having agility and vitality go up or strength, depending on when we need strength, but alright, one more bonk should do. Being held hostage? Sweet, don't have to go to work. But you gotta make the money. You gotta make the money. Pay the rent, taxes, and stuff. Okay, agility. Come on. No! Oh man, I was just seeing the luck appear and I was like, oh man, this is it. No, it's luck. God damn it. Reset. So close. I see the agility and it's like, ooh, and then it's just a 1 in 4 for the chance of vitality appearing, and of course it doesn't appear. It doesn't appear because the game hates me. And wants me to suffer. You know what? I'm pretty sure these video game characters dream of a reality where they don't have to fight monsters and all they have to do is just pay taxes and go to work for money, because that sounds a lot more sane than living a life where you are guaranteed to probably get killed whenever you go out for a walk. Have you ever thought of that? That maybe video game characters fantasize our reality where their lives aren't constantly in danger? And that just having to pay financial stuff is at least less scary than dying when you go out for a walk? Have you ever thought of that? Once again, this could be literally the entire stream. Monster Strike first. God damn it. Well, let's hope we get a decent amount of dodging here. Okay, good amount of dodging. Now, unfortunately, we have a good chance of dying here. But thankfully, we have one bullet left of fire to throw out. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, let's hope they only do 1 damage or we dodge as we bonk the last enemy to death. Counterpoint, games can have cowgirls, automatically making them better than reality. Maybe. Alright, there we go. Another successful attempt in quotation marks. Again, it's a 1 in 16 dice roll that we get the level up that we actually need. Nope. Yeah, once I see intelligence, then I know that agility did not go up, because agility always appears first before intelligence. But yeah, I'm doing the same thing that Game Champ 3000 did, where she goes through the entire run with the white mage and never doing the class change to a white wizard. I'm going to be doing the same thing, essentially, playing the entire game with just the black mage, which means our black mage will never peek out of his little hat, and he'll never become a white wizard. Or, I mean, a black wizard. I mean, he's never going to be a white wizard anyway, but he'll never be a black wizard. He's always going to be a black mage from beginning to end. He's going to have those cute little eyes that are just peeking between his cloak and hat, going, maybe if I throw fire, then maybe my friends will like me. I don't know. I don't know why people throw so much shade at the Black Mage's design. I don't know. I think his design looks cute. Or maybe they're throwing shade because it's not Lulu. I don't know. It's not Lulu from Final Fantasy X. He's adorable. Best design. He's such a cute design. Gosh darn it, I would pat him on the head if I could. He's so cute. Ah, Jesus Christ. Get a critical or something, please. Oh, miss on purpose? Why did you miss on purpose? Why did you miss on purpose? 7 damage. Yeah, you deserve to get slain for missing on purpose, you idiot. Never mind, worst design ever. The white mage is better. Yeah, the OG Black Mage design is a classic. Love it. The Black Mage's designs in Final Fantasy IX was a nice evolution to it, like with Vivi. I have not played Final Fantasy IX yet, but I have actually recently been playing Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time, and I'm pretty sure Vivi is the Black Mage that you see Jared Roxas' story at the start of Final Fantasy 2, right? If it's supposed to be like the, well, same-ish character. Always wanted to get a plush of him. Get a plush of the Black Mage? Yeah. Black Mage is cute. He's very cute. It's like that the little pet that you just want to pet, you know? Give him a nice little pet on the head. And he's like so cute peeking out of his cloak going, maybe if I cast a fire spell, my friends will like me. I don't know, he's just cute. But yeah, I have not played Final Fantasy IX, but I am familiar with Vivi. Not from Final Fantasy IX, but a little bit from Kingdom Hearts 2 because of, well, me recently playing Kingdom Hearts 2 for the first time. I have not beaten it. I'm currently at the Space Paranoids level of Kingdom Hearts 2. I haven't been able to play much of it because of, well, me being sick and other stuff that's been going on in my life. And right now I haven't been able to play games on Steam because I have to have my laptop run Final Fantasy X, and unfortunately the game does not, or my Steam, for whatever reason, does not allow me to play 2 different games at once on my computer and laptop at the same time. I can only have one game playing on one or the other, which is stupid. I mean, I'd definitely love to try some of the other Final Fantasy games for sure. Like, I'll try some of the other, you know, games with the Pixel Remaster. I still need to get through 7 at some point. I know 8 is, like, controversial among some people, but I might try 8 at some point. I've heard 9 is good. And I might play Final Fantasy 16 at some point, but yeah, the only 2 Final Fantasy games, or the 3 Final Fantasy games that I've beaten all the way through is Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy 15, and Final Fantasy 1 for both Pixel Remaster and quite recently the NES version. So yeah, if you were hoping for that slick hairstyle of the Black Wizard, sorry, but I'm sticking with the White Mage through and through. He's just cuter. Oh my god, why did you miss on purpose? Idiot. Oh my god, now I'm suddenly getting bad attempts of winning a battle. Can I just win a freaking battle, please? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. I just want to win a battle so I can get the 1 in 16 dice roll. It's bad enough that I have a 1 in 16 chance of getting the stats I need. Now I have to worry about the chances of just winning a battle. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, stop it. Just let me get what I need. Only played Final Fantasy 1 Anniversary, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Rebirth, about an hour of 15. I played a demo of Final Fantasy 7 Remake, and I did play a little bit of Final Fantasy 7, like the original version, but barely much of it. I'm trying to remember how far I got into Final Fantasy 7. Like, I got through the starting area, the big city with the plates and all that. I got Cait Sith, met Red 13, and I think I found a village that I guess Red 13 was from or something. I found, like, the true father of, like, Barrett's adoptive daughter or something like that. I'm trying to remember how far I got into the game exactly, but I can't really say because I barely played much of it. And a part of me kind of wants to get through the original game first before I even consider playing the Final Fantasy VII remakes. I mean, for me personally. Though honestly, there's like so many Final Fantasy games, I just don't know which one I should play next or whatever. Like, should I play Final Fantasy 2 even though I know it's like one of the more disliked Final Fantasy games because of its level up system? Because I did play a little bit of Final Fantasy 2 actually with the Pixel Remaster. I haven't played much of it, but I can see why people didn't like it because of its lopsided level up system where your actions or things that happen in battle determines what stats increase. So that's about halfway. I prefer original Final Fantasy VII. Didn't like the changes that the remake or Rebirth did to some of the massive changes they made. Unfortunately, I don't have an opinion on that because I haven't played Final Fantasy VII all the way through. I gotta get back to it at some point, or not necessarily get back to it, but okay, let me pay attention here. Strength, yeah, no. Agility did not go up. Unfortunately, I can't give an opinion on the remake and all that. Like, I think I'm gonna try to play through the original first before playing the remakes. Right now, my computer is just not good at playing some of the more modern games at the moment. It's kind of been laggy lately. I definitely got to get a new computer at some point, but yeah, I've been trying to play more of the modern day games on my PlayStation 5, and right now I do have limitations of being able to record PlayStation 5 games currently, though I have been recording Metaphor ReFantazio via PlayStation 5 for one of my challenge runs coming up. And as of recently, I've been playing through Death Stranding Director's Cut through the PlayStation 5, and definitely enjoying it. Definitely really enjoying it. I really enjoyed the original Death Stranding, and playing through the Director's Cut for the first time, I am almost done the game. I think I'm like just a couple of chapters, and then I am done Death Stranding Director's Cut, and I'm gonna dedicate myself to 100%ing everything until I get the Platinum Trophy, because honestly, yeah, I unironically really love Death Stranding. It's actually a really great game. A really great game that is hated because of the generation that wants everything to be all actiony and whatever. You know, people just lack the attention span of slower paced games that make you enjoy the more simpler stuff. I mean, Death Stranding is a really great game. It's definitely something that I recommend, but keep the mindset that A, it gets better as you go, and B, its gameplay loop is going to be what you're playing throughout the entire thing. It's essentially a package delivery simulator in the post-apocalypse. I would love to do a challenge run on Death Stranding, but I'm having a hard time thinking of what to do, considering Game Champ did a good majority of several ideas with her minimalist challenge run. Which is a really great video. I definitely recommend checking her video out. Okay, agility. Yes! We did it! We did it! We got the stats we needed. Agility and vitality up. And we got luck up too. Okay, so we got the 1 in 64 chance that agility, vitality, and luck went up. The only stat that did not go up was our strength stat, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so let's look at our stats now. So our agility went up, our vitality went up, so 1 to 2, and our luck went up, so only 4 more stats of luck, and we can guarantee ourselves a 100% chance of running away from battles. Yes! Okay, there we go. We finally got the 1 in 16 dice roll. Death Stranding didn't appeal to me. Heard it was great, but it didn't seem like my thing. It's definitely a game that you gotta have patience for. Yeah, Death Stranding is definitely a game you gotta have patience for. There's definitely a deeper appreciation that you need to have for Death Stranding. It's a different type of game. A game I personally love and would love to cover on this channel. I just know it's barely going to get views if I tried. So yeah, there we go. We got the level up we need. So now we're going to have to do a little bit more grinding. So now we can throw 3 Thanes of Fire instead of just 1. So now the challenge is being able to level up while also trying to conserve as much money as possible until we can get to the point where we can just win battles almost effortlessly. But yeah, now we have more HP than usual and a higher chance of dodging. So let's go for it. So let's see if we can actually win a battle with like 5 imps, because that would actually be great if we can just start winning battles with 5 imps, because that means more experience and more money by the end of the battle. Oh man, they are missing a lot. Okay. See, min-maxing stats is very useful, guys. Don't underestimate, the low chance of min-maxing stats. So yeah, now we can throw 3 Thanes of Fire instead of 2 Thanes of Fire. And let me check the stat sheet here. So it'll still be 3 at level 3, but we can throw 4 Thanes of Fire at level 4. So when we get to level 4, we can throw 4 Thanes of Fire at our enemies. So let's see if we can actually grind against 5 enemies, because 5 enemies will definitely give us more experience to get to the next threshold as soon as possible for leveling up, as well as give us more money, because if we can make as much money as possible, then we can min-max as much as possible and sleep at the end. And again, throwing elemental attacks is a 100% hit chance, and considering that it instantly kills these imps, we definitely want to be using our fire in pretty much almost every battle. So now that we use 3 Thanes of Fire, we can only bonk things with our staff. So 4 bonks at the minimum, we should be able to get through this. As long as our Nits here is endurable enough or dodges most of the attacks. Again, the more agility we get, the better chances of us dodging attacks. As far as I am aware, agility only affects our chances of dodging attacks and really nothing else. I mean, maybe agility affects something else that I don't know of, but as far as I know, it only affects the chances of evading attacks, which is definitely what we need for a black mage when he's a freaking glass cannon. Okay, so it looks like we can definitely kill 5 hordes of, like, imps without too much issue, as long as we get a good roll here. Terminated. Da -da 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 -da. You see that, my dead friends? I did it! I did it! Okay. Oh, okay, 30 gold. That's actually the exact number we need. So if we grind against 5 imps every single time, then we can make exactly the amount we need back for the end trip. Okay, so we got 30 points. Okay, so now back to the inn. So now we can use the 30 money we got for our free inn visit to refill on magic and stuff. So let me just check my points. So I gotta pay attention to the level up, because once we get to the threshold for leveling up, so yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is essentially grind against 5 imps every time. And then once we get to the threshold, we are guaranteed to have our agility and vitality go up, but I'm gonna do a 1 in 4 dice roll of getting my strength up as well. Okay, so there we go. Interesting. I'll look it up, what was changed later on and how different they are from each other. What are we talking about? Final Fantasy or Death Stranding? I don't know what we're talking about. But anyways, so yeah, I think if I grind against 5 enemies, like, I'm gonna reset and grind against 5 enemies, because if I grind against 5 enemies, then I'm making the exact amount of money back for the in-trip back, while also being able to level up a good amount. Because yeah, it seems like I'm now endurable enough to face up against 5 with just that a simple level up of agility and vitality. Okay, now reset. Reset. Oh, about Final Fantasy VII. Talking about Final Fantasy VII and its remakes, changes without trying to spoil things to others. I appreciate that. I appreciate no spoilers, because I definitely... I think when it comes to Final Fantasy VII, I'm definitely going to try to get through the original first. Again, I have played some of Final Fantasy VII on my own time, and I mostly enjoyed what I played. I mean, there are moments where it does get a bit boring, especially with the overworld exploration. But a lot of the stuff, especially in the beginning when you're in the big city, was definitely one of the more interesting parts. So interesting that they made an entire remake of just the city part of it for the first remake. But yeah. Crap, I'm taking a lot of damage. Come on, dodge more often, Black Mage. That's your job, is to dodge. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to get through the original Final Fantasy VII first before I consider playing the remakes. And then as for the other Final Fantasy games, I think I'm going to try to get through Final Fantasy 2. And I mean the actual Final Fantasy 2, not Final Fantasy 4. And then at some point play 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm trying to figure out whether or not if I should play the original Super Nintendo version of Final Fantasy 6, or if Pixel Remaster is like more than enough to play it. Because I know Final Fantasy 6 is like an absolute favorite among Final Fantasy fans. So I don't know if I should play like Final Fantasy VI on the Super Nintendo first or the Pixel Remaster. I mean, what do you guys think for people who have played Final Fantasy VI? Also, I think I did get Final Fantasy VIII on my Steam at a discount, so I could play Final Fantasy VIII at any time, but I think I should probably get through at least Final Fantasy VII before Final Fantasy VIII. I'm not fully confident I'm going to be able to play every single Final Fantasy game in my, well, limited lifespan, but we'll see. I would love to, play more of the series because I know of how well beloved it is. Okay, so there we go. That was 5 enemies eliminated, 30 EXP, and 30 gil back, not gold, gil. So yeah, if I fight against 5 enemies, then I can make the exact amount of gil back. Okay, so 82. Okay, nice. That's fair. Playing them in whatever order you want is what's best. Yeah, I mean, outside of the few times where the games actually connect, like Final Fantasy X-2 or the 3 different games of Final Fantasy 13, they're pretty much all their own separate stories. I mean, that I know. It's kind of like Persona, where they are their own separate stories, and you can get into 3, 4, or 5 without having to play one or the other. Which I'm definitely thankful for. But yeah, I think in my youth I did play a little bit of Final Fantasy VII on my cousin's PlayStation 1. I mean, I personally did not have a PlayStation, so I did play a slight bit of it, but I don't remember how far I got into the game, but I'm pretty sure it was like not far at all. But yeah, once I eventually get around to Final Fantasy VII, I'll definitely play through the original first before I consider playing the remakes. At least to me personally. But yeah, right now I have 2 Final Fantasy challenge runs in the making. This one, which I'm only just starting as you're seeing right now, which is beating Final Fantasy 1 on the original NES game with only a Black Mage. So nobody else but a Black Mage, and I can't even upgrade him to the white or the Black Wizard variant. I have to beat the entire game with just a Black Mage. Ugh, excuse me. Okay, I already used up all my fire, so now I just gotta bonk the rest to death and hope I don't die. But yeah, as you can already tell, I was struggling with just, 3 or 4 beforehand, but now I'm able to finish the fight with 5 of them. Which is great, because if I can finish the fight with 5 of them, unless I get slain like I just did now, then I can at least make, the money back for the inn visit. And then once I'm able to do that, I can do like several battles or a few battles in a row in between inn trips. Okay, Monster Strike first. I would have played the original Final Fantasy VII first if I was able to. Unfortunately, I was never given the chance to. I mean, I definitely had chances, considering that my cousin had Final Fantasy VII and a PlayStation 1 system. But me personally, I just never grew up with the PlayStation system until PlayStation 4. With my first games being the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection. Yeah, the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection on the PlayStation 4 was really when I first started getting into PlayStation games. And then eventually I played Final Fantasy X as my first Final Fantasy game all the way through. Of course, as I was playing the game, it was like around the time that my cat, Midnight, passed away back in 2016. Put me in quite a depression, so you can say that a lot of the themes that were talked about in Final Fantasy X hit so close that it kept making me think of my cat, essentially. Every single time the church theme plays, the, what was it, the chanting of Yevon or whatever, it hit close to home for me. But the problem is that that song is literally just, Yevon brainwashing everybody. Once you find out, the truth behind, you Yevon and all that, then it's like, the church is definitely not a good thing. It definitely brought peace to people, but it brought false hope, as you saw in Final Fantasy X. That was actually one thing I really loved about Final Fantasy X, is that it's one of those games where it has the message of, question what you're being taught. If you're being taught in a ways that is giving you false hope, or it's making you question, like, your own religion and such, you should definitely question it, because, there's definitely people that will try to control you and give you that false hope, give you that false sense of paradise from, like, despair and all that sort of stuff. And those kind of themes I absolutely admired being tackled in Final Fantasy X, and it was tackled beautifully. And doing a second playthrough of it, I admired it even more, because I remember I didn't really like Tidus at first when I first played it. Yes, I know his actual name is Tidus, but Tidus sounds better. I didn't really like Tidus at first, but after doing a second playthrough, I definitely grew to admire his character a lot more. Though, me personally, it's not really Tidus that I absolutely admire about Final Fantasy X, it's Yuna. Yuna is, like, one of the best video game characters. She was more the protagonist of Final Fantasy X than Tidus was, whereas Tidus was just the overwatcher of the actual protagonist of Final Fantasy X, which, in my opinion, is Yuna. And if you're wondering, have I played through Final Fantasy X too? I tried to, and honestly got a little bored of it. I mean, it was intriguing enough, but I don't know how to explain it. It's just this. I think it's the fact that the game world opens up to you a little too much. Like, the game world opens up to you a little too much. Like, almost everything is accessible from the start. And I think that's a little bit of an overwhelming start, in my opinion. So we leveled up, or didn't level up. We getting closer to the next level, and Monster Strike first. I'll reset that because I'm probably going to lose that battle. Because, yeah, one downside with the NES version compared to later ports is that later ports at least make battles go by quicker, whereas this version, if you do AoE attacks, it shows you, like, the results of what happened one by one with each enemy, and it can take, like, 5 to 7 seconds per enemy. So battles can take freaking forever. But the upside with us doing a solo Black Mage run is that because we don't have 3 other party members doing things, battles will be a slight bit faster. Yeah. Yeah. I own Final Fantasy X, but never got around to playing it. Highly recommend. I highly recommend playing Final Fantasy X whenever you have the time. It's a really great story, and honestly, for a turn-based gameplay, it's definitely one of the best, honestly, for the PlayStation 2 time. It's basic enough, but complex enough, and the Sphere Grid system is definitely a really great leveling up system. Like, yeah, I do like the leveling up and, you know, being able to see your stats go up, you know, kind of like your basic RPGs like Persona and all that sort of stuff. But being able to go across a grid and actually choose what skills to level up, decide whether or not if you want to deviate down a path to level up specific stats or unlock nodes to unlock certain skills and all that, especially in like the late game where you have more decision making, it was definitely a really fascinating system. Like, I definitely really enjoyed the Sphere Grid system of Final Fantasy X. It's definitely a game that I highly recommend playing. If you have it, play it. Final Fantasy X-2, well, play it if you're interested in it after playing through Final Fantasy X, but definitely play Final Fantasy X for sure. So, Tidus, or Tidus is spelled with a D, by the way, was the proxy for the characters of the world could be explained. But yeah, I agree. Yuna was the true MC. Oh, it didn't ease you into the open world even a little? What do you mean didn't ease me into the open world? Oh, you're talking about 10-2. Well, it's because everything is open to you in 10-2. Like, it was cool seeing where things have evolved over time in each location. Like, there's a new religion called the New Yevon, so people can continue the New Yevon religion while not realizing that New Yevon was responsible for their misery to begin with. But it was still interesting seeing, you know, how the world evolved and changed over the time in the Eternal Calm. Like, that stuff was interesting. And even the Dressphere system was actually pretty interesting. Like, there's this whole monster arena mechanic or something. I forget what it's called, but this monster mechanic where you can have monsters fight for you. But personally, I just stuck with the girls. So, Yuna, Pain, and Riku. I pretty much just stuck with those 3 and never really bothered with the monsters. I just stuck with the 3 main girls because it just felt more right to play that way. And yeah, Final Fantasy X-2 is essentially an all-female party system, with obviously Yuna being the main character, Riku, who was also the other party member. Lulu is not a party member. She's pregnant apparently in X-2. And Pain, who was not in the original game, is the other third playable character. But yeah, from what I remembered playing from X-2, I did enjoy parts of it, but I think there was a part of it that just wasn't engaging me enough compared to the original story. Like, I'll definitely try to go back and try to beat X-2 eventually. I mean, I don't mind the system change entirely where it goes back to the ATB system and turn-based, with the turn-based combat and all that. Like, the combat is definitely massively different compared to the original game. That part I don't mind. It's just, I don't know. I think I just like the stakes that were given in the original game. The original game felt like a bigger story to me. Okay, so there we go. Beat the monsters, 30 experience and 30 gil. So, making back my money for the end trip. Okay, so the next time I fight 3 enemies, I am guaranteed to level up. Or fight, wow. 5 enemies, then I am guaranteed to level up. But considering that I'm facing a 1 in 4 dice roll for strength to go up, so looking at the spreadsheet here, so at level 3, I'm currently level 2, but at level 3, both agility and vitality are guaranteed to go up. Both agility and vitality are guaranteed to go up, and while those are the stats I want to min-max, I also want to min-max a bit of strength as well. So I'm gonna try to go with the 5 monsters again, just so I can get the best outcome in one shot and less end trips back. And pretty much it's going to be a 1 in 4 dice roll for this one. So it's going to be a 1 in 4 dice roll. So there we go. So 5 enemies. I want to have 5 enemies so that way I gain enough to level up. And essentially I have a 1 in 4 chance of strength going up. If strength goes up, then I succeeded that 1 in 4 dice roll. Because since agility and vitality are guaranteed to go up and luck is not the most important stat right now, strength is right now the most important stat for this roll to go up. So even though I'm not mid-maxing strength, I do want to mid-max it at moments where both agility and vitality are guaranteed. Just so I have like a better chance of fighting, you know, with melee weapons in late game, especially against the final boss fight, who is more ideal to fight physically than magically. Oh shit, I took critical damage there. But yeah, it's not the turn-based combat in Final Fantasy X-2 that turned me off. Not at all. I really like the system. I really like utilizing the dress sphere system between the 3 girls and all that. I personally didn't care about using the monsters. I personally wanted to stick with the 3 girls throughout the entire thing. Like, that system is totally fine. I think the problem is that the world is too open at the start, that it doesn't really have a story to follow compared to like Final Fantasy X. Like Final Fantasy X really felt like a journey, whereas Final Fantasy X-2, you can just go wherever you want, and it's kind of like too much, honestly. I think it's too much at the start. That's the part that turns me off. Not for the fact that they changed the combat system or anything. That part is like totally fine. And again, the monster system is cool, but I personally don't utilize it. I pretty much just stuck with the 3 girls, utilized their dress spheres system, and personally I just found that a little bit more engaging than using the monsters. I mean, I absolutely love Yuna. Yuna from the original game was like the best character in Final Fantasy X. She was the best character. She was practically the protagonist of Final Fantasy X. So I absolutely adore Yuna. Riku is an absolute fun character. And Pain, not as fun as the other 2 girls, but that's probably because she wasn't in the original game, so I don't really know too much about her, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't use the monsters in X-2 either. Stuck with the girls and crazy dress spheres. You can make some pretty insane party comps. Yeah, I'm personally, if I ever get back to X-2, I'm definitely going to stick with just mostly the girls, unless there's a moment where using the monsters is probably more ideal. But yeah, while Final Fantasy X-2 is an all-female party system, Final Fantasy XV is an all-male party system. And as I said, Final Fantasy 15 is like one of my favorite games. I absolutely adored Final Fantasy 15, mostly for the journey and road trip and all that with the guys. Okay, so 1 in 4 dice roll of strength going up, go. And nope, it didn't go up. So agility and vitality is always guaranteed to go up no matter what, along with the intelligence stat, but the intelligence stat doesn't matter. Our luck went up, which is great. That's a 1 in 4 chance of it appearing, but no, we want the strength stat to go up. Since agility and vitality are guaranteed to go up, we want to at least increase a bit of strength. I mean, we're mainly min-maxing agility and vitality for a better chance of dodging and as well as well, having more HP. But if we can have like extra strength onto our black mage, where that's like his weakest point is his strength, then that will definitely make certain fights like the final boss fight a lot easier for us. Seven, 9, and 14 are my personal faves, but I did like most of the games in the series. I played, as I said before, I played a little bit of 7, the original 7, but I didn't really get that far into the game, I think. I mean, I don't know how long the game is. Again, the last thing I remember from 7 is that I met Barrett's daughter's actual father. I met Kate Sith and whoever the heck the bouncy round thing is, and I found a village that I guess Red 13 is from, and that's as much as I remember from what I played with Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy IX I have not played. I just know that Vivi is apparently from that, and really the most I got from Vivi is from Kingdom Hearts 2, which I've only just started playing. I have not done Kingdom Hearts 2 all the way through yet. I'm still doing a run of it. Right now I'm at the Space Paranoids level for Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh shit, why did I use physical attacks? I should have used fire. Stupid. I'm gonna die. And as I said, I tried playing 14, but the online thing was just not working, or at least the setup for it was not working for me. In 15, if the car runs out of fuel, you'll have to push it or run on foot to get fuel, right? Well, I mean, I always make sure it's full on fuel before that even happens, so honestly, that's something I never have to be concerned about. That's personally something I never have to be concerned about. If I'm low on fuel, then I make sure to refuel it. It doesn't take as much money to refuel it compared to if I were to, like, you know, take it to the shop, which is like 10 times more gil or something like that. Like, I always refuel the car. Kingdom Hearts 2 Vivi acts nothing like Vivi in Final Fantasy IX. I wouldn't know because I have not played Final Fantasy IX. Yeah, I took a critical hit there. I'm gonna reset there. Oh my god, why are the monsters striking first? Jesus Christ, game. Are you trying to get me killed? Actually, I wonder if I should fight some of the lower level enemies first. Maybe I should fight some of the lower lower amount of enemies first, so that way I can at least guarantee that the next set of enemies is gonna level me up. And that I don't die. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna run low on money doing so, but again, the more I level up, the better chances I have of making that money back for the end. So if I fight off these 3 enemies, I should be able to at least gain enough EXP to be below the amount that I need to level up. But yeah, Kingdom Hearts is definitely something that I've been recently getting into. Like, I played through Kingdom Hearts 1 twice, both on Proud Mode on my PC and PlayStation 5. And I played through the entirety of Kingdom Hearts ReChain of Memories, both Riku's story and Sora's story, on Proud Mode, and let's just say I probably won't play the game ever again. Or if I do play the game again, I might lower the difficulty, because Jesus Christ was the game okay at best. Gameplay-wise, at least. When it came to the cutscenes, Riku's, like, storyline and all that sort of stuff, like, that stuff was interesting. That stuff was good. But, man, Rechain of Memories was just not really a great game. It's not bad, just not great. Okay, so I only have 4 EXP to level up, so yeah, fighting those 3 enemies is just enough for me to level up to the next level, so I don't have to worry about the amount of enemies that come next. So unfortunately, I'm under 200 gil now. So once again, since both agility and vitality are guaranteed at the next level up, we're mainly taking the 1 and 4 dice roll that strength goes up. Because while we're going to excel with magical damage is only going to take us so far that we may have to rely on doing physical damage as well, especially for the final boss fight. I should start 15 and play both 10, 10-2, and 15. You're making me want to play them. Well, I definitely recommend them. I definitely recommend playing Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 15 at some point. Definitely save 10-2 after you're done Final Fantasy X, though. But yeah, I definitely highly recommend both games. Final Fantasy X is a really, really great story and pretty solid gameplay mechanics. Final Fantasy 15 is a great journey. It doesn't have a great story, but the journey and the camaraderie between you and your best friends that you go along the world with in your car and all that, that's like the heart of Final Fantasy 15, is the connection that Noctis has with his friends Gladius, Prompto, and Ignis. Wait, sorry. No, Gladius, Prompto, and... Yeah, I got those names right. Like, I absolutely adore the friendship that those 4 have, and that, to me, is the heart of Final Fantasy 15. Not for the fact that it has a rich story or whatever, just being able to spend time with your friends, and even just the slow-paced nature of the game I admire, because it helps make the world feel more alive. Like, when I have the choice of spending 5 gil to fast travel to another location, I don't take it. I take the full ride all the way there in the car, and plus, if you level up in a certain way, and activate a certain ascension sphere, I forget what it's called, but if you activate a certain ascension sphere, you can actually gain some AP and free experience points while riding in the car. So I actually ride in the car all the time instead of fast traveling, and plus it just helps me immerse myself in the world more. But yeah, in terms of Kingdom Hearts, I played through Kingdom Hearts 1 twice, 100% on both my PC and PlayStation 5. I played through the entirety of Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, but definitely did not 100% it, but I did go through both Sora and Riku's story on the hardest difficulty. Never again. At least not on the hardest difficulty. Like, it's not bad, but it's not really that good either, gameplay-wise. Kingdom Hearts 2, from what I played so far, it's definitely better than the first Kingdom Hearts game, and I'm definitely digging it. And as I said, I'm currently at the Space Paranoids level. Like, I've beaten the Pride Lands, I've beaten the Pirates level. What was the other level? I forget what the other levels were, but I pretty much beat in every single possible level. I got as far as I could in both the Atlanta level as well as the Winnie the Pooh 100 Acre Woods level as much as I could, and I'm currently doing the Space Paranoids level. Okay, so here we go. 1 and 4 dice roll, and yep, no, our strength did not go up, so reset. So it doesn't matter if we get like 3, 4, or 5 random encounters, as long as we can defeat them and gain money back. Although I'm probably going to reset if there's like a monster strikes first with like 5 enemies, because that's just going to be ridiculous RNG to survive with. The dry forms in Kingdom Hearts 2 were fun to grind. Yeah, so far I think I only have like 4 of the drive. No, not 4. It was like 3 of the drive forms. It was Valor Drive, Wisdom Drive, and limit drive, I believe it was. Yeah, those are the only 3 that I have so far. Well, at least we have a higher chance of winning these battles now, and it's only a 1 in 4 dice roll and not a 1 in 16. Looking at our party members and just going, hey, see what we can do? We don't need a tank, we don't need a white mage, we don't need a thief because you're a goddamn criminal. And red mage and monk just simply don't exist. Have to go. Good luck on the stats RNG. Hope you all have a nice day. All right, you have a nice day, Ryoko Freak. Thank you so much for joining. All right. Alright, now just gotta bonk one enemy to death. Bonk, bonk. And miss on purpose like an idiot. I should be able to do this, though. Oh my god, why are you missing on purpose? Stop missing. I know you don't excel in strength, but stop missing. I like how each drive form has a different requirement for getting EXP. Does it? I thought you just had to simply attack enemies and it levels up, but does it level up differently? I mean, I don't know, because honestly, I barely use the summons all that much, even though I have used a little bit of the summons, mostly just to get them leveled up since they're close to the level up threshold anyway. But I've definitely made use of both the Valor Form drive and the Wisdom drive, and the Wisdom drive is definitely my personal favorite out of the 3 that I have so far. Again, I only have Valor Form, Wisdom Form, and Limit Form, and that's it. And that's so far of what I played. Again, I'm at the Space Paranoids level. Okay, roll that 4-sided dice. Let's see if we get our strength up. And... nope, reset. Okay, even when we were looking at a 1 in 4 chance, we still got to do resetting. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting to reorganize my my dead friends here, so that way the stuff on the side at least makes sense. Valor gets EXP for every hit, Wisdom gets EXP for each Heartless defeated, and Limit in the final hit of Limit moves. Huh, okay. Now, I'll bear that in mind next time I play Kingdom Hearts 2. Again, the only reason I can't is because I have Final Fantasy X running on my computer, and apparently you can't run 2 different games at once on 2 different computers on the same Steam account, which is stupid. But I'm essentially having Final Fantasy X play itself because I'm using a particular exploit to overlevel for a particular, well, run I'm doing. If you already seen the streams like 7 or 8 months ago that I did, then you already know what the run for Final Fantasy X is. Okay, Monsters Perish. Let's see. Roll that 4-sided dice. Let's get some strength. Okay, there we go. Strength leveled up. Agility. Do we get some luck as well? Because that'd be great. Intelligence, which is always guaranteed. Vitality, and... oh, luck leveled up. Awesome, we got all 5 stats to level up. Awesome. We're gonna reach the threshold for luck pretty darn soon before we even fight the first fight. Okay, so 12 luck, 2 strength, So pretty much everything leveled up there. So now we're at a 58% chance of evading attacks. Sweet. And, actually, I can't check now. Oh, actually, before I sleep in the inn, let me just reorganize my dead corpses here. Reorganize like to hype, so have hype be at the bottom. I mean, I would say comment, but again, it's like a 4-character limit for some stupid reason. Okay, so there we go. With better agility and vitality and a little bit of strength included. Problem is, I don't know when would be the best time to fight up against Garland yet. I probably should level up at least another 2 levels before I consider that. Actually, let me just look at the sheet again. Okay, so strength and luck is guaranteed at the next level, which means it's going to be a 1 in 16 dice roll for agility and vitality. Yay. Part of me wonders if I should fight up against Garland, but I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea. I should probably just continuously grind on 5 enemies at a time. I should have more of an increased chance of being able to beat them due to our stat increases. Alright, 5 from the start, even though they strike first. Let's just see if we can survive this. Okay, so we're still can only use 3 Thanes of Fire, but I think at the next level, level 4... Let me just check. So yeah, level 4 we'll be able to use fire at least 4 times instead of 3. And actually when we can use it 5 times would be at level 7. Though I think I'm going to probably fight Garland when I reach like level 5 or something. Summons get EXP for each drive gauge depleted. But that can be exploited if you're able to increase it attacking enemies, so it keeps getting from 2 bars to 1 and then back up to 2. Interesting. Because I know the drive gauge does increase as you collect whatever drops out of the enemies you defeat. And I also know that there is an exploit to refill the drive gauge back up to full if you like get to a save point and go back to the overworld map, or you can refill it again by entering the Pain and Panic Cup and then exiting, and then you're back to full again. Like, I definitely know of that exploit, and I definitely made use of it. Okay, now reset. Okay. In all fairness, the monsters did actually have an advantage at the start of the battle, so yeah. And yeah, no. Definitely want to grind against 5 enemies because at least I'm making the money back for the inn trip. Alright, there we go. This is a better dice roll. So like, subs, and hype. Alright, so that order looks a lot proper now. And plus, just the thought of having the tank class, the fighter class, just be dead and the black mage standing is just freaking hilarious. Was about to mention that refill exploit too. I found that by accident myself. I found out thanks to me watching a little bit of the challenge runs around it, particularly Game Champ 3000's challenge run of doing Kingdom Hearts 2 at level 1. But yeah, essentially if you have the drive, or if you're in one of your forms, you go to a save point, exit to the overworld, and then go back to the world, then your drive form will be back to full. Or if you have it completely depleted, you can just go to the Pain and Panic Cup in the Olympus Coliseum and enter the cup, exit, and then the game, I guess, just forgets what your drive was at and it just refills it back to full again. Definitely makes it convenient if you're trying to grind out those form levels. But yeah, and as I said, I'm only playing it for the first time. I am playing Kingdom Hearts 2 on its hardest difficulty. And right now I can't play it because I'm running Kingdom Hearts 3 and having it play itself on my laptop. Oh my god, Nid, stop missing on purpose. Problem is that I have the ability to use level 2 magic, but I can't do that until I reach the second town. And I'm not going to be able to reach the second town until after beating Garland, and after crossing the bridge, and after trying to make it to the town without dying. Didn't know about the Pain and Panic Cup, though. Yeah, apparently if your dry form is like completely depleted or you don't reach the save in time, you can just go to the Olympus Coliseum in the underworld, talk to... Which one was the blue one? Was the blue one Pain or Panic? Yeah. Actually, no, I think the red one was Pain and the blue one was Panic. You talk to Panic, enter the Pain and Panic Cup, exit it, and then your dry form will be back to full. So once again, grinding against 5 enemies, so that way I can at least make the money back for the end trip. I like how this lady is like smiling despite the fact that this black mage is practically dragging his dead friends along with him. This black mage has been up to some pretty shady stuff. I forgot that you have to get to the next town for new spells in this Final Fantasy. Unfortunately, yes. You know what, it's 4 enemies, I'll do it. And I have a good chance to first strike, so I'll just do it. Gonna lose a little bit of money doing this, but due time I should be able to make it back anyway. And plus, I'm pretty sure that if I go to the Temple of Fiends before fighting Garland, there is like an additional piece of armor that I can pick up for the Black Mage that I can use, so maybe I could go for that armor piece before fighting Garland, I don't know. Problem is that I don't know how many fire casts it will take to defeat Garland with just fire alone, because I'm pretty sure he's neutral to both magic and physical damage, right? She's making a fortune, that's why. Oh, right, the inn lady is making a fortune because we keep making a trip between each murder. Nice. Oh my god, stop missing on purpose. I mean, I'm gonna go back to the inn anyway, but still stop missing on purpose. Oh my god, stop missing! There we go, that's a good Black Mage. Good boy. Alright, so we get 24 gil per 4 enemies. That's not so bad. We're only just losing 6 skill with each encounter. At least on the upside, our friends are dead, so we're gaining all their experience. Move, lady. Hey, are you serious? Wipe that smile off your face. You are in the way. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Yes, move up, move up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, reset. Okay. Don't mind if you just hear someone walking in the background, guys. Oh my god. Can I get 5 enemies to spawn and not 3? Monster strike first. Okay, so this might... I don't know. It depends on how many times we dodge. This roll might be worth it. Ugh, excuse me. Oh my god, we are taking more damage than we are doing damage to them. Terminated. Come on, Nits, make use of your agility and start dodging attacks. Thank you. Okie dokie. Alright, can we dodge enough to defeat these guys? That'd be great. God darn it. Ah, you stupid black mage. Yeah, if it's not gonna be too grindy, you know, getting to the next level, it's gonna be too grindy just being able to get the stats that we need. Bro, just use Secunda. Secunda is a thing that doesn't exist in the Final Fantasy world, buddy. And besides, even the equivalent of Secunda in this game actually does not work. In fact, it actually does the exact opposite. Apparently the spell that it decreases enemy evasion actually increases enemy evasion. Thankfully it works properly in later releases, but yeah, apparently the spell to decrease enemy evasion actually increases it. It's the lock spell, which is actually the spell that you learn in this very first town. So when we learn the later spells, we really only want to learn Thunder and the sleep spell. We do not want to learn the lock spell. And if we learn the lock spell, then we're locking ourselves out of an actual useful spell. Terminated. You know, it's funny how usually in a normal run of this game, just having 3 of your dead friends just laying down below you is indication of, I gotta hurry back to town to revive them. And yet here it's like, heh, look what we can do without them. Ugh. Alright, come on, Black Mage, you can do it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. There we go. That's the bonks that we need. Alright, one more bonk should do. Gonna have this song stuck in my head for ages. Why do you think I barely have my headphones on? Because I don't want the song to be stuck in my head. Alright, there we go. 30-30. Oh man, I just realized just how long it's going to take for us to get to the next level. But yeah, unfortunately our best bet is to just fight against 5 Thanes of Imps for quite a while. For quite a long while. Though part of me wonders if I should actually like do like 2 back-to-back enemies with like 3 imps. Do back-to-back so that way I can actually save an in trip in between. But the problem is that it's complete RNG whether or not if it's going to be a set of like 3 of these enemies. And yeah, that's a reset. What's the worst class and job in this game in your opinion? Well, personally, I haven't really played every single class. Actually, I think the only class I actually have not played was the Red Mage, but at least the Red Mage, as far as I know, is versatile. Pretty much a jack of trades, but a master of none, essentially. So the Red Mage is definitely a really good party member to have. The Fighter is definitely really good if you need a tank with strong damage. The Monk is really great if you want strong physical attacks. The White Mage is great if you want to be proficient with white magic. Black Mage is great if you want to be proficient with black magic. The worst class is definitely the Thief, without a doubt. I mean, the Thief is definitely great if you're, well, running away from battles or trying to dodge most enemy attacks. But honestly, that's more situational if anything. And honestly, I'd rather have like a party member that has a more reliable thing for leveling up than relying on RNG. It's bad enough we're already relying on RNG as is. Alright, there we go. Finally got a good roll here. Now let's just hope that Nitz remembers to dodge. Which so far he is. I think maybe once I level up the next level, maybe I'll try to get to the Temple of Thieves, maybe try to get the armor pieces, but if I'm gonna make the trip, I'm gonna have to buy some tents and all that, and unfortunately that's gonna be a little risky, because unfortunately using tents saves in the overworld, which, well, in theory sounds great. But a tent costs like 75, and while we're only paying 30 for the inn, we're essentially wasting 2 inn trips plus 15. So, yeah. It's definitely going to be a gamble going to the Temple of Fiends too early. Alternatively, I could just go to the Temple of Fiends early and just see if I can beat Garland at level 4. I consider the Thief the worst when I played it a second time to try the other classes. I didn't choose. What's the stats you're going for the next level up? For the next level up, let me just check. Okay, so according to the sheet, so for level 4, strength and luck are guaranteed to level up. Intelligence doesn't matter because A, it doesn't work, and B, intelligence is guaranteed at every single level up, but strength and luck are guaranteed, which means it's going to be a 1 in 16 dice roll for agility and vitality. Which is going to be great, because I don't know how long it took for me to get the 1 in 16 dice roll the first time. But first, we got to get close to the threshold to level up to level 4. But I think once I get to level 4, I'm going to actually try to fight Garland. But I'm not confident I'm going to be able to yet. I mean, in a normal run, this wouldn't be much of a big deal. You could definitely beat him at level 1 if you wanted to, but, well, we're essentially braining a glass cannon to an all-powerful overlord. Like, that's just asking to be killed. But yeah, in terms of the stats, our main priority is to level up agility for a better chance of dodging, vitality for a better chance of like having more HP, and strength is essentially going to be a third priority when it comes to mid-maxing stats. I'm essentially going to only mid-max strength whenever agility and vitality are guaranteed to level up. And I think at like a few moments agility and vitality are guaranteed. So at level 3, level 16, 28, and 40. So that's like 5 different points where I need to try to min-max strength. And then the rest, I either get the 100% chance of strength going up, or just hope I get the 1 in 4 dice roll that strength does level up with each level up. But that means with every other level up, we're relying on the 1 in 4 or 1 in 16 dice roll that agility and vitality does go up. Oh boy. Okay, no reset. Because I definitely want to be conservative with my money, not just for the in-trip, but also to buy the items later on, because I definitely need tents and potions if I'm gonna make the Temple of Fiends trip feasible. Oh my god, it's like the one time that the game is actually trying to be fair to me. I don't want it to be fair. Alright, here we go. So yeah, I'll be a 1 in 16 dice roll for level 4. Level 5, vitality is guaranteed, so it'll be a 1 in 4 dice roll for agility. And actually, it's going to be a couple of 1 in 4s for 5, 6, 7. And then 8 is going to be a 1 in 16. So if I have to grind to the absolute max possible for Garland, then it would definitely be level 7 at most. But probably shouldn't need to. I think level 4 should be good enough. But if I have to, then I'll at least try to grind to at least level 7. Because at least most of the levels after 4 are at least a 1 in 4 dice roll for either vitality or agility. I mean, ideally, I probably should be min-maxing strength as well, but I don't like the idea of doing a 1 in 64 dice roll, so... And yeah, when we do level up at level 4, strength is going to guarantee to go up, so at least our strength is definitely guaranteed to go up at level 4, so less retries with bonking enemies to death. Okay, one more enemy to bonk to death, as long as they don't bonk me to death. Alright, there we go. Monsters perish. 30 points and 30 gil. So yeah, we're just stealing monsters' money while making off with their experience points. Just wish we were actually making a profit. Oh my god, again? Yeah, I'm just gonna go a different way. Oh my god, go up. Up. Jeez. Monster strike first. I guess it depends on how bad I get hit. I'll decide whether or not to reset. Okay, so far they're missing me. Okay, this is actually not a bad start. Not a bad start. I'll go with it. And actually leveling up to 7 is not necessarily a bad idea because once I get to 7, then I'll have like 4 spell casts for fire. So I think I would probably grind up to level 7 before going to the next town at the least. It's just, when do I fight Garland? Because I definitely want to reach the next town so that way I can at least get the ice spell. So that way I have more offensive options for magic. Because once I get the ice spell, then I should be able to just wipe out enemies with magic instead of physical attacks. And then once I beat the pirates and get to the 3rd town, then I can just wipe out enemies with nothing but magic, which is definitely what I want right now. Because man, is this grinding repetitive. Ah, shoot, I'm like down to 10. Oh boy. Oh my god, exactly 7? Are you serious? Just as annoying as kids who think certain numbers are funny. I'll need to leave on 15 minutes, okay? It's hard to say how long I'll be streaming for. Maybe I'll just keep going until I reach the level 4 threshold. And how long I'll go for the level 4 level up, I don't know, because it's like a 1 in 16 chance. And it's definitely some stuff I gotta do for the late evening on my end, so I'll just keep going until I at least reach the threshold and then decide whether or not if I'll try to grind the 1 in 16 chance for level 4. I mean that, and I also gotta actually stop the grinding process for my Final Fantasy X run because I've been having the characters grind endlessly for like almost 5 days straight. Yeah, I'm not joking. I've literally had the game playing itself for almost 5 days straight. Alright, there we go. Another successful battle. And how far till the next level up? Still a while, Jesus Christ. Actually, if it's like 157 divided by 30, that'd be at least 5 successful battles. So if I do 5 successful battles against 5 enemies, then I would only need 7 points to level up. So 5 more successful battles against 5 enemies. I'll only have 7. And as long as I do 5 enemies at a time, then I'll definitely be able to make the same amount of money back to do the in trip each time. So I just gotta do 5 more battles against a group of 5 imps. Alright, there we go. Good RNG so far. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Die. Oh boy, I'm taking too much damage here. Oh my god, dodge already. Alright, get some criticals with your staff, please. Because we really need it. Oh boy. Okay, finally miss. No, that doesn't mean you miss yourself, you idiot. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, you deserve to die, you freaking black mage. Seriously. You deserve to die for missing on purpose. Twice. Okay, at least we're getting a lot of dodges here. Oh my god! Why are you missing on purpose? Why? Ugh. Okay. Try again. Nope. Again, it has to be 5 enemies, no less. Because I can definitely even it out until I only have 7 EXP needed to level up. And I won't have to lose money with every in trip. Oh, thank you, Sparks13, for another 2 euros for your troubles with the game. Thank you so much for the 2 euros. And I'm definitely having troubles with the game, so much so that I keep walking into the other town, which is technically the same town. Oh boy. Oh my god. What's with this crappy RNG? Seriously. There we go. Please remember that you have a high chance of dodging nits. Yeah, unfortunately off to a bad start. Oh god, I'm really off to a bad start here. I mean, it started off fine, just remember you can dodge, you idiot. Yeah, this is probably not going to be a successful attempt. God damn it. Seriously, what is with this bad RNG? Like, seriously. Okay, good. Miss. Come on, keep dodging. 3 damage, not too bad, but dodge, please. It's over a 50% chance to dodge, right? I think it's like 57% if I last saw correctly. I'll have to look after this is done, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a 57% chance of dodge, and I can slightly increase the percentage if I were to remove the cloth armor that I currently have equipped on Nits, but I think it's more ideal to keep that armor on just so we can actually tank some damage. Alright, out of fire. And let's hope for some lucky criticals here. Or just one-hit kills. Works too. Alright, there we go. Monsters perished. Alright, there we go. Time to save at the inn. And hope that Pauline there doesn't block my way out. Okay, so yeah, looking at the stats, let me just check. Oh no, it's a 58% chance to evade. So a 58% chance to evade, and my agility is at 12. And I absorb 1, so actually maybe the cloth is really not doing much for me, actually. Because I'm pretty sure the defense affects absorb, and the absorb is how much you tank damage, right? So if I remove the cloth, now thinking about it. Okay, so the absorb just goes to 0, and it's now a 60%. Yeah, no, I'm gonna re-equip that. Gonna re-equip that because, yeah, just being able to absorb any damage, and besides, it's only like a 2% difference for evade. That's really not much, so I'm just gonna keep the cloth on me. But yeah, 58% chance is actually pretty darn good, and the more times we get agility, and the more times we get our agility stat up, then the more times we can increase our chances of dodging attacks. And unfortunately, the only way that we're going to be able to absorb, or in this case, tank more physical damage is by getting better armor. And I know for a fact we can get like a cap or some sort of better armor that is within the Temple of Feeds where Garland is. But the problem is that I don't know if I can actually get that piece of armor and get back to the town without dying. Which is all the more reason why we, for now, need to just grind both agility and vitality so we can tank damage and dodge more damage. And then not to mention be able to tank and dodge Garland's attacks while we try to burn him down with fire. And because of our limited money, I'm not too concerned about getting the other spells at the shop for now. And the only other 2 spells I would learn anyway would be the lightning or thunder spell and the sleep spell. The lock spell you do not want to learn because the lock spell just straight up does not work. Well, the lock 2 spell does work, but it actually increases enemy evasion, so you don't want to learn it. Okay, so now I just gotta physically bonk the remaining enemies. Alright, good damage. And yeah, once we reach level 4, we should be able to do a lot more physical damage, and we should be able to hit these guys in one shot with just our staff alone, which is definitely going to be great. Definitely great and definitely ideal for fighting like smaller hordes of enemies, so we'll be able to do like multiple battles in one go and actually be able to make a profit, which is what we need. Okay. And now back to more grinding before Pauline blocks my path out. Actually, where are we at now in terms of our stats? Okay, so another 3 more successful battles against 5 enemies should put us at 7 EXP left, and then just fighting any random encounter after that should get me to level up. So I should be able to not have to reset every single time once I get to 7 HP. Okay, so definitely going to reset here. Only going to fight enemies that are 5, since it's more profitable that way. There we go. Well, look at the bright side, guys. You get to witness the worst part of the run, the actual grind in itself, where I just have to simply explain it in a couple of sentences in the actual challenge run video. I think the other reason why I wanted to do a Black Mage run is because, well, Game Champ 3000 has already done one with White Mage. The Solo Thief run is a hell no for me. And the only reason I'm doing a solo Black Mage run is because, while there are videos of a solo Black Mage run for the NES version, there's really not an official challenge run of it that's not the Pixel Remaster or some other version. I don't think there is an actual dedicated Black Mage only run of the NES version as a challenge run. Like, there's videos of it, but not made in a challenge run format. So if it's not made in a challenge run format, I definitely want to call dibs on it before someone else does it. And again, it's a big hell no for the Thief, because the Thief is just asking me to drive myself insane. Oh my god, that's so much damage. Oh my god. Whew. Well, crap. That was an unlucky critical. I need to go now. Good luck with the grind. Alright, thank you so much, Sparks13, for the €4, and you have a great day, and you can watch the rest of the stream whenever I end it. I'm probably going to end it a little sooner than usual than I planned. But I want to, at the very least, get to the threshold for level 4. Okay, they're missing a lot. This is pretty good. Terminated. Alright. I'll be sure to watch the rest later then. Alright, you have a great day, Sparks13, whatever you plan to do, and I'll definitely grind to at least the threshold for level 4. I don't know if I'm going to get to level 4 by the end of the stream or not. I don't think I can really stream that long right now. I mean, maybe I might stream more in the evening, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I mean, technically I don't have work today, but unfortunately I got priorities outside of work. Welcome to the adult life. Alright, one more enemy to bonk to death, as long as they don't crit me constantly and I don't miss constantly. Alright, monsters perished, 30-30. Okay, so there we go. Just one more of these 5 imps should be enough to put me to the threshold of level 4. And again, the other reason why I'm fighting 5 of them is just so I can actually make the exact amount back for the end trip. Alright, so one more of these 5 enemies. As I said, one more of these 5 enemies. Okay. And I don't think it really matters what enemies we fight after this. I mean, even if it was just 3, we're definitely going to be able to level up. And again, gotta face with the 1 in 16 dice roll because challenge runs do stupid things. But at least we don't have to do a 1 in 64 dice roll because at least strength is guaranteed at level 4. It's just vitality and agility is not. So it's going to be a 1 in 16 no matter what, because the only stats that really matter in a run like this is strength, vitality, and agility. But we're going to be min-max in agility and vitality, and somewhat prioritizing strength on occasion. Oh crap, I took too much damage here. Just stay alive, Black Mage. You can do this. Alright, terminated, good. Just one more imp to go. Okay, good dodge. No, don't miss on purpose, you idiot. Just get through this. There we go, that's better. Jeez. Monsters perished. Okay, so there we go. 30 EXP up, 30 pieces of gold. Okay, so now that we've been constantly making the same amount of money back, wait, what? Oh, wait, no, we need to fight one more horde. God damn it. Thought that was the last one. No, that's not the last one. We need to fight one more and then we can be at the threshold. Thank you for not blocking the way, Pauline. Yeah, Monster Strike first. That's probably going to be bad RNG there, so let me just reset. So again, I only want the 5 imps, but if they have the advantage, then I better reset because even if they don't get the advantage, I still have a high chance of dying. Reset. Reset. Oh my god, just come on. Okay, this game is really trying to make me battle the RNG gods already. Oh my god, just give me the 5 frickin' enemies. Arrgh. Oh my god, seriously? Why is the RNG like so bad? Like, why is it like so bad right now? Monster Strike first. Oh my god. The one time I... Okay, let's just see how much they miss. Okay, this is not a bad start. I'll probably go with this. So burn 3 to death and then bonk the remaining 2. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, once I kill these 5, then I'll be able to be at the threshold for leveling up. Terminated. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Alright, 2 more left. Let's hope we can kill them without dying. Because unfortunately you can't kill anybody if you're dead. I mean, I guess there are ways, but let's not go there. Alright, there we go. Good. Okay, good roll here. Unless I miss on purpose like an idiot. There we go. Da, 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 da. Monsters perished. 30p and 30 gil. Okay, so looking at the stats, so we only need 7 experience to level up, and I'm pretty sure just dealing with 3 of the imps is enough to level up, so pretty much as long as we just win the next battle, regardless if it's 3 or 5, we pretty much just have to gamble on the 1 in 16 dice roll that we gain both agility and vitality. Thankfully, strength is guaranteed for level 4, so strength and luck are both guaranteed. Intelligence doesn't matter. So the only thing that does matter is the agility and vitality, which are not guaranteed. And again, since it's a 24% chance for both, it's a 1 in 16 dice roll. So, fun. So regardless of what number we face, unless it's an unwinnable battle, we just gotta burn everything down to the ground. Oh boy, this is not a good start. Though mind you, there is a good chance that we're probably going to reset, because even if I win, it's going to be a 1 in 16 chance we get what we need. Oh boy. Terminated. Alright, 2 more to go. Just bonk him to death. 6 damage. Come on, you can do better than that, Nits. Well, thankfully, once we get our strength up at this level, then we will definitely do better. Unless he misses on purpose, like an idiot. Oh my freaking god, are you serious? Just... Oh boy. Alright, pray to the RNG gods, whatever RNG god you believe in, and there we go. Miracles happen. Now, pray to the RNG gods, we get the 1 in 16 chance of the stats we need. So once again, strength is pretty much guaranteed at this level, so you will see strength. And agility will appear between strength and intelligence with the level up. So here we go. Strength up, 100% guaranteed. Intelligence, so nope, we didn't get the roll, so... Luck. So yeah, we literally got the 3 guaranteed rolls, other than agility and luck. So that's a reset. I am not looking forward to doing these 1 in 16 dice rolls every single time, but thankfully the next few levels are going to be 1 in 4 dice rolls, which is definitely less insane. Okay, again, even if it's a small amount of enemies, that's totally fine, because I just need enough to level up. Alright, bonk, bonk, bonk. Come on, Nits, you can bonk better than that. That's better. Alright, here we go. 1 in 16 dice roll, let's see. Okay, strength. Again, agility appears after strength, so... Agility, yep. Intelligence, always guaranteed. Vitality needs to appear after intelligence, and... Ugh, damn. Every stat except for vitality. So we got the 1 in 4 dice roll for agility, just not vitality. Boom, boom. Oh boy, stay alive, man. Terminated. Just one more left. You got this, Nits. Unless you don't, because you got crit. My stupid black mage chose to get crit. Okay, that's a definite reset, because if the monsters strike first, yeah, I'm definitely not winning that battle. I mean, it's plausible, but I'm already relying on dice rolls as is. Okay, chance to strike first. This is definitely more doable. Do. Terminated. Alright, 1 in 16, let's do it. Okay, strength. Intelligence, nope, that's a reset. It's like I'm so happy just seeing the strength go up, but if I don't see the agility go up between strength and intelligence, now I kind of dread whenever it's like a row of 5 enemies, because not only do I have a higher chance of losing, but it just takes longer to see if I win the 1 in 16 dice roll. I think I'll probably keep going for another 10 to 15 minutes or something, and I might potentially end the stream. Just see if I can get the 1 in 16 dice roll within this time. Probably not, but at least I am gambling on the coin flips now. Oh boy, 11 HP, not good. At least my evasion chance is pretty darn good. Ugh, jeez. Not good, not good. Alright, good dodge. Good dodge. Alright, good. 1 in 16 roll. Here we go. Strength. Agility. Come on, vitality, show up. Ugh, damn it. Ugh. Nothing like relying on a 1 in 16 chance, because challenge runs. Jesus. Do do boom boom do 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 boom boom do 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 do. Do 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 do. Terminated. And don't celebrate yet until you get your agility and vitality up. Alright. Strength. Nope. It's honestly pretty anger-inducing, honestly, the fact that I succeed and yet still fail. Okay, at least I'm getting pretty good with these evades. I'm really good with these evades, wow. Which I can get a better dice roll with leveling up my stats. Oh, Jesus Christ, seriously? Still got a chance at this. I only have one enemy left. There we go. Alright, 1 in 16 face dice. Here we go. Strength. Agility, okay. Intelligence, come on, vitality, show up next. Yes! Okay, we did it. We did it. Okay. We got the agility and vitality, all stats met, leveled up. Frick yes. Oh, that got me excited. Oh, yes. Mid-maxing, oh, frick yeah. Okay. So for the next level up, level 5, Vitality is guaranteed, so it's only a 1 in 4 chance for Agility to go up. I'm not gonna try to min-max Strength right now. Because, well, Strength should definitely ideally go up. Right now, we're doing fine with our magical damage, so let me just check other things. So level 4, which means now we can actually cast Fire Magic 4 times instead of 3 times. So, yeah, killing off those 5 enemies is definitely going to be a breeze since we only have to bonk 1 to death. But it's not until like level 7 until we can use fire at least 5 times. Just trying to figure out what's efficient here. Okay, well, it seems like the next level up, which is going to be an extremely long time to get to, so Vitality is definitely guaranteed at level 5, and then Agility comes as the 1 in 4 dice roll, so... Shit, did we go to the end? No, we didn't. We did not. We definitely have low HP, so we did not. Okay. As much as I want to try to face Garland now, I don't think that's a good idea. I think I should probably level up at least 1 or 2 more levels. So looking at the stats that are guaranteed, so Vitality is guaranteed at 5, Agility is guaranteed at 6, Vitality and Strength is guaranteed at 7, and only Luck is guaranteed at 8, so... Maybe I can at least grind to level 6 at the least, or maybe level 7, because if I grind to level 7, I can at least use fire at least 5 times. And if I can use fire 5 times, I can definitely have a higher chance of beating Garland, because, well, spells never miss. And right now I'm more proficient with spells than I am with, well, physical attacks, so... I don't know what to do, honestly. Problem is that the longer I grind here, the longer it's going to take because we need more EXP with each level up, and right now we actually need more points to level up than the amount of points that we've already gained to level up, so... okay. As much as I like to continue grinding, I think I'm going to end it here for now. I don't know if I'll stream more later today in the evening or not. I'll figure out what's going on with plans on my side, but until then, I'll probably stream this again, like maybe on a Wednesday or something. Maybe, I don't know. I'll see in due time, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this stream. This will be a new challenge run that I'm currently working on, so Final Fantasy 1, the least Final Fantasy game, right down to the NES version. I mean, technically the least Final Fantasy game would be the Famicom version, but still, NES is still essentially the first version. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this stream, and when we return back, we're just gonna endure more insanity trying to mid-max our stats, and probably gonna get to 7 at the very least, fight Garland hopefully in the next stream, and hopefully make our way to the next town so we can face the pirates and finally sail the seas. It's definitely a tiresome run, but this is all the more reason to stream it. If I stream it, then it's definitely more sane to do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ding the bell for more It's a Gamer content.